as awkward as it is and uncomfortable,
Uh-huh.
I gotta remember that what Christ did in my life, I have to share about it, regardless of how I sound, how I think I look. You know, everyone needs to know that Christ will transform your life. And all you have to do is get to the spot where you say, "I'm done. I surrender." You have to know that He's gonna do incredible things in your life that you couldn't even imagine.
Hmm.
And I'm here to tell you that it's true. It will happen if you let Him.
Okay, Eric Suarez. I say it right?
Yep.
Thanks for coming in, man. Thank you for making the drive. And I'm excited, dude. I don't know where the conversation's going to go, but your testimony has been on my mind since, I guess, 2 weeks ago at Bible study. So thank you for sharing and being vulnerable with us out there. And, man, I'm just excited to get your story recorded and to positively impact somebody.
Let's do it.
Okay, man. So start me off when you were born and where you were born, and we'll go through your childhood.
All right. Well, I was born on January 8th, 1990, in Boynton Beach, Florida.
Hmm.
I'm from Delray Beach, so Palm Beach County. I was born there, and I grew up there. I grew up in Delray, and growing up there, I would say, starting off just Section 8 housing, low income housing. Dad's from Mexico. My mom married my dad at a young age, had kids, and I'm one of three.
Hmm.
I've got a younger sister, and I had an older brother. He passed away not too long ago.
No, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. So that was my family of five.
Family of five.
growing
What
up.
did your dad do?
My dad was into landscaping and tree service.
Hmm.
That's what he did for a living. So he definitely instilled, work ethic in me since a young age. I remember, jumping in the trucks with him when there was no school on Saturday mornings. Just want to be with Dad, and he worked all the time. So
He's a hard worker.
yep, hard worker. He definitely was a hard worker. Provided, yeah.
Nice. But the neighborhood was a rough neighborhood.
Yeah, rough neighborhood. I was rough neighborhood, I would say.
Yeah.
Definitely. And then the neighborhood I grew up in, drugs, alcohol. My father was an alcoholic. And the way he raised me is real macho man. Men don't cry. Men have lots of women. Just it was. Today, I know that that's not the way a man is supposed to be. But growing up, that's what I was taught. So yeah, Dad being an alcoholic, just a lot of abuse, physical, verbal, towards my mom, things like that, towards us. You just never know what you're going to get,
Yeah.
Although he was a hard worker, there was another side to him. And lived in fear, a little bit of him growing up, never not knowing what you're going to get. So, yeah, man, my childhood was, I would say it wasn't normal.
Yeah, Rocky.
Yeah,
For sure.
It wasn't normal. Like I didn't have like all the things other kids had. I kind of played outside and just did whatever the kids were doing in the neighborhood at the time, throwing rocks at cars or stealing was a big thing. Like kids would get together and go stealing, just that was our fun, at a young age, 6, 7 years old, running around in the neighborhood, causing terror everywhere. And it grew, it grew. The school I went to, Pine Grove Elementary School, we used to walk to that school. It was a local neighborhood school. We walked there, and it wasn't a good school. I quickly picked up bad habits there, like what I'm describing, by hanging out with the kids from that school, from that neighborhood. And that's all I knew, and it was a terrible influence for me. So really, it's like no good examples in my life at this time. I'm following the crowd. At a young age, dad's working all day, comes home, and then he's tending to the workers. They're drinking. He comes home in late, so I don't really see him much during the week. A lot of times going into the business, so that was like there was really no him not raising me and in that way, like the love most kids have. You think about a family eating at the dinner table every night and all these things, and that just wasn't part of. Once in a while, yeah, but most of the times it was. I remember just being out until it got dark, and that was it.
Yeah. So he was he was absent, even though he was physically there.
Right.
Emotionally.
Yeah.
Spiritually absent.
Absent. God was not in the house. We didn't know anything,
mom and dad
anything
both
about God. Yeah. No. Catholic, would go to a Catholic church every once in a while, but I mean that was just to go. There was nothing good coming out of that.
Yeah.
It was just to put on some clothes on Sunday and go, and
it was like very empty.
Oh yeah, super empty.
Man.
So I mean there was
so no religion in the house, or no example of it anyway.
Yeah, no, none.
And so some of the influences also, like you had an absent dad, emotionally, spiritually absent, but a lot of your bad influence was also from the crowd in your neighborhood.
Yeah, the crowd in my neighborhood, the schools that I went to. It was that's all it was, man. It's like I wasn't around any good people, and even if I was, I didn't want to be a part of them. I liked being rebellious. I liked being bad. I liked doing evil things. It's crazy.
Yeah,
like that's I was born like that, man. Since as long as I can remember, I was born like that. Like I wanted to do bad things. I can remember being in preschool, man, and stealing toys from preschool. Like, no, I know these toys don't belong to me, but I don't have this toy at home, so I'm going to take it. I know I'm going to get in trouble if I get caught, so I can't get caught doing this. I was stealing from preschool, and I enjoyed it. Like all these habits developed at that age, man. I must have been 4 or 5 years old in a preschool. My mind was thinking that way. This deceitful, rebellious kid that I was, man. And I liked it. It's scary to even think about it now. Me having children, and just looking at any other child. Like it's hard to believe that, man. At that little kid's age right there, what I was doing, what I would premeditate to do in order to get what I wanted. That's why I mean. Like I thought. Like an adult, I was way more mature and sneaky. The word is crafty. I was crafty, man. The Bible talks about Satan being crafty. Like that was me. I would put together these plans in order to get what I wanted, and that's the way I lived my life, man. Like just like that.
From that young.
And where did I get that from?
That was my question. That's my question.
Where did I get that from? I have no idea.
Is it
understanding it now? Today we're born sinners, right?
Yes.
But at the time, I didn't even give it any thought.
No.
Like all this stuff connected. Like I started connecting all these dots once I got to this program. You know, once the scales
see it,
started getting removed off my eyes.
Yes, yes. You step back and you can see it.
But until then, I was curious. I wanted to know why does this microphone work? What is this connected to? Like, I wanted to know everything.
Inquisitive.
Yeah, you know, and when there was a box, I wanted to look inside of it. And if there was a truck, I want to go through it. You know, I want to find something that I'm not supposed to have, a knife, anything, like, and take it.
Like you said, you want to be rebellious.
Yeah, like
you want to look at something you're not supposed to look at.
That was fun to me.
Yeah,
you know, that was fun to me. That's what I enjoyed doing. All this other stuff didn't matter what normal kids were doing. I don't want to do that. You know,
riding bikes and all that.
Let's go take a bike. You know? Dude, I'm telling you.
Yeah, no, I hear you, bro. I hear you.
It's like,
I hear you.
Yeah, let's ride bikes to go get a bike. You know.
Yeah.
There was just no fun. Fun is all right. Let's do something we're not supposed to do.
Let's do something bad.
Yeah.
Dude, I guess though that's like you said. I mean, we're born with a sinful nature, but boys, it's like amplified. You know, they get a taste of that rebellious spirit, and now we're all feeding off of each other. And he's doing something bad, but I want to fit in, and I don't want to look like a coward, so I'm gonna do it too. And it builds. It snowballs.
Yeah,
and it snowballs and snowballs.
Like older kids in my neighborhood wanted to be like them. Little gangs that were going on in the neighborhood.
You guys did have like little cliques, little groups?
Yep. And, you know, I wanted to be a part of these things, you know. And
want to be included.
Yeah, so.
You guys fight pretty often?
Oh, yeah.
All the time?
Fights, you know, the stealing, it's like it's encouraged, you know, that kind of behavior. Like that you're part of it, you know, and if you're not, then you're looked down upon, you know, so.
Big time.
It's like, that's all. It's pretty much the only choice you got.
Yeah. So there's no discipline or being reprimanded when you would come home if your parents knew that you stole something or looked at something you weren't supposed to look at or fought somebody. They're not mad at you for that.
No. My dad was, somebody hit you, you hit him back 10 times harder. That kind of, you know, parenting.
Yeah.
You know, somebody says something about you, you know, you show them who you are, things like that. Like, that's what men do, you know? Like, that kind of stuff. Like, I wasn't getting in trouble for that.
Wow.
Stealing, yeah, I would, but I wouldn't get caught doing it, you know? It wasn't. And my dad, like, I knew how he operated, you know? If he's drinking, he's not paying attention. He don't care what I'm doing. You know, ice cream trucks coming around. He's giving me money for ice cream.
Oh, yeah. I like to see my dad drinking. That meant that I wasn't going to get yelled at or get in trouble at all.
Well, yes, there's that. But when he was in that and something was irritating him or he was having a bad day or something.
It was amplified.
Or he told me to do something and I didn't do it. Like, as I got older, he definitely started disciplining me.
He did?
Yeah. Like, he was abusive.
Yeah.
School didn't work out for me, man. I went to 6th grade and I flunked because I never went. I was skipping all the time. At 6th grade,
middle school's a rough age too.
Middle school, I'm smoking weed. I'm taking pills.
What kind of pills?
You know, ecstasy, Xanax.
A little bit of everything, kind of.
Yeah, I'm experimenting with the pills at this time, middle school, 6th grade. I must have been 12 years old, 12, 13 years old.
Dang, bro.
I flunked 6th grade. My dad's like, all right, you're not going to go to school or you're going to go to work, you know? So I was like, I'll go back to school. Working all summer, and then school starting again. I'm going to repeat 6th grade again. I said, nah, I'll go back to school. You know, I went back to school and just was humiliated, man, embarrassed. You know, I'm sitting with elementary kids from the 5th grade that moved to 6th grade, and the class that I'm in has moved on to 7th grade, and that didn't sit well with me, man, and I just quit.
Really?
Yeah, I said, I'm not going to school.
Wow.
So I quit in 6th grade. I flunked the first time, and then the second year I quit first quarter.
Did you
My
really?
dad was okay with it as long as I
Really?
worked.
Yeah.
You know, as long as I worked. And at the time I'm making $300 a week. At that time, that's all I needed. That's plenty of money for me. My dad was okay with it. You know.
Wow.
Yeah.
He did not encourage you to go back to school.
No, because he didn't go to school.
Did he have like about the same amount of time in school?
No, my dad's from Mexico. You know, he came in illegally. He came to live the American dream. You know, come work hard, save money, build a house, leave something for your kids, and go back.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what he did.
That is what he did.
Yep.
I gotcha.
Yep. So I worked since 6th grade, and I didn't go to school. I didn't experience playing in any leagues. No, I didn't play nothing. No basketball. I played football for the city of Delray Beach. You know, I did that for a year.
Did you really?
Yeah.
At what age?
I was 6th grade, 12 years old, 12,
Okay.
12 13. It's a 125-pound weight
Okay.
class. Played tackle football. And I wouldn't say I enjoyed it, right? But football wasn't my thing, you know.
It was not?
No, I like playing it, but I mean, sports wasn't my thing. Like I wasn't hanging around anybody who played sports. I wasn't playing sports like that, you know. Like I wasn't watching football players on TV. I don't watch TV, you know. I don't watch movies, like. And now that I'm talking about it, it's a lot's got to do with my childhood, you know. I didn't have a desire to sit in front of a TV and watch movies, like, nah. And I still can't today.
You still can't?
No.
Really?
Really, man, that's not, I don't enjoy doing that, sitting down watching a movie. I get like, I have to be doing something.
You like to stay busy.
I feel like I'm wasting my time watching this movie right now. Like, I know it's fake. It's not real. What's the point of watching this?
Yeah, no, true.
You know, it's just like, man, I'm gonna waste 2 hours here watching this movie.
Makes me feel guilty.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
And Netflix, binging on Netflix, like
People go all day on Netflix.
I just can't.
Yeah.
You know, I don't. But it's because I was never used to it. So the sports and the football, I was never into like basketball players and keeping up with teams and. Nah, that wasn't me. I didn't wear any jerseys or stuff like that. Like, I didn't care for that stuff.
Like you said, though, you said you were more mature for your age and you were focused on other things.
Yeah.
I mean, you were working full time at 6th grade.
Yep.
Or, 7th grade. Sure enough.
6th grade.
6th grade.
I was very immature, right? But as a young, let's say from 5 to 10, I was mature in my thinking, but I did very immature things, you know?
Yeah.
That's what I mean by mature.
You did it in a bad way. You were crafty in that wrong way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And any good that I had, like to do something good, like I used it for bad. Like I didn't put any time or effort into anything good, you know. School, I quit school like that. That was gone, you know. 6th grade, started working, and then started making money. Well, what do you do with money? You buy clothes, you buy drugs, and
that was my next question.
You know?
My next question is, what is it like being the 7th grader that works full time and has an income, and then you're hanging out with your buddies from school and you have like a steady source of money?
What it looks like is 16 gold teeth in your mouth.
For real?
For real, man.
Really?
I had gold teeth, like several pairs of them.
It's a cap? Is that what it is?
They're caps. You know, you get a mold on your teeth, and it was the thing. You know,
Straight up gold.
Yeah, gold. You get your mouth molded. Today it's like dentures, not dentures.
A retainer.
Invisalign.
Yeah, Invisalign.
It's like that.
But just 24 karat Invisalign.
You do a mold, and they mold out.
No way.
Gold, and you pop them in. And
that was one of the first things you bought?
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Wow.
for sure. Like that was a staple. You needed to have that. That showed status. You know, that showed that's like all you ever want is
You're the
that.
man.
You know, I'm a man,
Yeah.
and you trying to figure out how to get these right. Well, you got the image that I wanted to portray. I'm a drug dealer. I'm a gangster. I'm man. I love this feeling. You know, it's everything that I wanted. All right, and I enjoyed it. You know, I just that was the image I wanted. You know, and
So how did that progress? How did that progress as, you know, you're getting older, you're getting into high school age, and you're still working with your dad at that age?
yep,
Or no?
I'm working with my dad, and my dad left back to Mexico when I was 18 years old.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Permanently left.
permanently. He said, "You're 18 years old." He built us a house.
Wow.
His business, you know, it grew. It grew. He went from residential to commercial. The hurricanes that came by, he profited on that. You know, he got accounts with country clubs, things like that, plazas, and started working with property managers.
Pretty successful business wise.
Yes, yep, he did, man. And you know, in my teens, I want to say like 15 years old, like he built the house that we lived in the neighborhood that we lived in. He bought 3 lots. He bought 3 lots, and he tore down the house that we lived in originally, and we moved into the corner lot that he purchased. You know, he purchased 3 lots. It's on a dead end street. So it was the corner all the way to the dead end. So there was 3 lots and 2 houses on those. The house we lived in and the corner house. The corner house he remodeled, and we lived in there while he constructed a brand new house for us.
Wow.
Yeah. And the middle lot was where he kept the equipment. You know, so it's like he had a pretty good setup, man.
Dude, he had it going on.
You know, and like he was successful.
And the rest of the neighborhood is like you would describe as Section 8?
It was at the time. Right now, this area, it's like it's booming right now because it's close to the beach. You know, it's I would say it's like this area here almost.
Okay.
You know, lot. It's like you ever been to Fort Lauderdale or something, and it's like skyscrapers, but around the corner it's like, man, look at this place. And it was like a dump back here. You know, the cars are different. The houses are tiny and trash everywhere. Like that's kind of how.
That was kind of it.
Yep. And today, like I drove by there. Not through the neighborhood, but in the area a few weeks ago, and it's like everything's changing, man. Everything changed. There's buildings up. There's, you know, all the houses are remodeled. New houses are going up. It's like
It's grown up.
everything's growing. I haven't been over there in 6 years, man.
Wow.
So-
Those lots are no longer in your family.
No.
They're gone.
So he built us the house, right? We're 18 years old. I'm 18. My brother's 24, 25. My brother was 6 years older than me. And I'm 18 years old. He's like, all right, I'm going back. While he was here, though, he invested over there. You know, he bought property. He started what do you call it? A mason block company. He was
really?
building blocks. Yep. He was pressing cement blocks. He bought a cement machine.
Yeah, masonry.
And
right?
he was selling blocks, you know,
In Mexico.
in Mexico.
Wow. Concrete.
Yep. And where he chose to live at, there's construction going around, you know, like it was like going up in construction, that area. So he's always been about the money. And you know, in a way, like he's smart business wise. You know, he's a hustler. You know, he'll find a way. And
Sounds like it, dude. Out of necessity.
you're right. And
Dude, had to make it work.
and over here, he was, you know, the tree service and the landscaping was working great for him. And going over there, he looked into a couple things and saw, you know, there. He's like, all right, there's a lot of building going on. Well, what materials can I possibly provide, you know, without laboring so hard? And that's what he did. He started a little block company.
Wow. But when he left and you're 18, you didn't want to take over his business, or you did?
No, we weren't mature enough, man. We were. I mean, he could tell right away, like, you guys are not ready for me to leave this. Like, you guys are you're gonna lose everything. I wasn't. At 18 years old, bro, I had gold teeth in my mouth, 4X black T-shirt. You know, like I was a thug, man. I was a thug. That's the only way I could describe it to you. Like, I was not ready to
take the business on.
Right, and I didn't want it.
Yeah,
I didn't want it. I that didn't mean anything to me. The business. I couldn't see that kind of responsibility. You know, I couldn't see my future and like what this could do for me. You know, because like my thought process wasn't like that, man. I was on drugs. I was living the fast life, man.
Yeah.
I didn't care for that.
So at that time, were you selling drugs as 18-year-old or not yet?
Yeah, 18 is always selling drugs here and there. You know, always, all the time. You know, buying something, selling it. Like, that's just part of it. You know, just a lot of criminal activity, man, going on. You know, always involved in that. Like, I got a choice to make this clean money, be involved with a business, possibly take it over, but I don't want that. I don't want nothing to do with that. I want this life over here. You know, and so I didn't care for it.
So what did it produce? What did that life produce after 18?
After 18, he left us the house, right? He said, well, I built this house. Here's the title to the house. All you guys have to do is pay taxes on it.
He gave it to your siblings?
Yeah.
And you?
Well, it was in my mom's.
Oh, okay.
My mom's name, right?
And he said, all you got to do is pay taxes on it.
That's it. You guys can work. You guys pay the property taxes on this. And that's all you got to do. Within 3 years, we didn't pay anything. I remember living in that house with the lights off, power off, you know. It was just a party house, man.
Was it really?
Oh, yeah, man. We threw block parties on the house. Like once my dad left, it was like party time, you know. And it's sad, man, because like everything he worked for, you know, I mean,
no doubt,
we just squandered it. Like,
where was your mom at the time?
My mom was in Mexico with him.
Oh, she left with him?
Yeah, she left with him.
So it's literally just you and your siblings?
That's it. 18 years old.
Wow.
House to ourselves. And he was gone.
So when he left, was there any time that he called and checked on you guys? Like, hey, how's it going? What's going on with the house?
Yeah, once in a while, but it got less and less.
Really? More and more distant?
Yeah, more and more distant. The alcohol, he's still drinking. You know, he's having his issues over there.
For sure.
Dysfunction. And remember, his thing was he was a womanizer. You know, he liked that. He liked that just providing for women, taking care of them, and, you know, being like a sugar daddy almost, you know.
Yeah.
That's what he
was always like that?
Yeah, you know, well dressed, taking care of ladies, man. Like, and you can only do so much of that, man. Then the alcohol, you know. Today man's dying of alcohol, man.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's
to this day.
He's in a rehab right now.
Wow.
You know, trying to
rehab in Mexico.
Yeah.
I guess he's in a rehab though.
Yeah, and
it's a good thing.
Yeah, it is. It is.
It's a step in the right direction. Yeah.
Right, but it's like he don't got much time left. You know,
Dang, bro.
He's not the same. He's not the same anymore. Like everything is like deteriorating.
For sure.
You know,
It's taking its toll.
Yeah, and he's what 60, 62 years old right now.
Yeah.
So
That alcohol will get rough on you.
Oh yeah, he's very fragile right now, man.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that.
No, it's just what can we expect from a life like that, you know? So it's
Reap what you sow, I suppose.
you know,
right?
and and I'm praying for him every day.
Of course,
man.
of course.
Pray for him every day that the Lord, you know, intervene in his life, and my dad opens up to him.
Yeah. We'll be praying for him as well.
Thank you.
For sure.
Well, yeah.
So what were you doing for work after they left? You guys are throwing down.
After they left, I'm doing different things, man. I'm kind of working wherever I can. Not even that I needed to work. Like, you know, we could sell drugs out of the house. I was into stealing a lot, you know, stealing, selling stolen things, and just a criminal life.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
vehicles or no?
Stealing vehicles.
Yeah.
Anything
You could.
We're doing anything, man. Just a criminal involved any way we can make a profit.
Was the law on you at all at that time?
No.
Wow.
Nope. Really? Nope.
So you guys just had full reign.
And it's like that, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's like that. Guys you see getting caught, that's just front line. There's many more behind them who
behind the scenes
they look over.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just.
So where did you see?
It's a dark industry, man.
Absolutely. Where did you see yourself going though? Like, were you planning out like I'm gonna do this until this time, and I'm just gonna keep doing this life, or what were your thoughts about going into the future?
I didn't have any.
Day by day.
Day by day, man. I'm drinking. I'm doing drugs. I'm skipping out on whole weeks at a time. I'm getting hammered all the time. You know,
every day.
Strip clubs, make $1,000 today, right now, and it's gone in an hour. You know, like make another 2,000 the next day, it's gone, and that same night, you know, just it's so fast, man, so fast. Like I don't even know where the time went. Like I'd wake up, not even realize how many days I've been asleep. You know, taking Xanax, drinking.
Does it knock you out?
Days.
Does that combination knock you out?
Oh yeah,
it will. What were some of the other drugs that were in the neighborhood?
Ecstasy, cocaine, a lot of cocaine. You know, lead cocaine is a staple. Mm-hmm. I never messed with anything outside of pills and cocaine and drinking. You know, there's heroin, there's crack.
Never did any of that.
No.
It's incredibly addictive, they say.
Yeah, but I stuck with the other ones.
Yeah.
But it's a dark life, man, really fast, and I had no direction.
Very empty, yeah?
No direction, man. I just enjoyed partying, and it was like, you know, we were the party. Mm-hmm. You know, everyone wants to hang out. Hey, let's hang out at his house. What are they doing? And things like that. So it just living an empty life, like you say, just partying for the next day to come and do the same thing over again.
That was the only thing on the agenda.
Yeah, man. There's nothing else. I had no future. I didn't desire to do anything. I didn't know what was gonna come of. And then I would get a job here and there. Like, man, I need to work. I can't keep doing this. But I'm unreliable. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm not showing up. I'll be good for a week and then fall back down. But I never quit doing drugs or drinking. I kept at it.
You kept at it. Yeah. So at this point, an alcoholic for sure, functioning alcoholic? Or not quite?
Yeah, I would say 20s, 21, definitely beginning to be an alcoholic, like understanding like, man, I need another one, or I'm hungover, and the cure is to keep drinking. This
Bro.
headache I got, I need another one. Keep going.
Endless loop.
Yeah, not knowing that headache I have is me withdrawing. I'm detoxing. You know, like my body is now dependent on this thing. But I didn't see it as that. I didn't know anything about addiction or nothing like that.
You just saw the way out of this headache and feeling bad is to have another drink.
Yep. Have another drink. Have another drink. Have another drink.
So what, you drink all day sometimes?
All day, man.
All day, all morning?
All day, snort powder.
Oh my gosh.
Keep going.
Was there at any point though, like you'd have your ups and downs where you'd be like, man, I got to get out of this?
Yeah.
You did have that?
Yeah, but I didn't know. I would call them like anxiety attacks. You know, I'd start getting, and I didn't understand it. I did not understand what was happening to me. I would say that's like 18, 19 years old. I started having this extreme anxiety. And the way I would cure it is to drink.
Man.
You know, it's like,
it is the endless loop.
It is. That was the only answer to this thing. You know, I'm like, I didn't understand my body. I didn't know the science behind it.
For sure.
Know? And then you're hanging out with a bunch of guys and girls, and it's like,
it just keeps fueling itself.
Quit being a little girl, drink it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Quit crying. You know, just think so. Like,
no one's checking on you, being like, "Hey, is he all right?"
Yeah, there's no intimacy. There's no love, man. There's no care, concern. There's none of that, man.
It's all empty.
Empty, bro. It's a dog eat dog,
dude. So your friends around you, they weren't sure enough, like, bail you out of a really bad situation, could always count on them, call them.
No,
it was all empty, drugs and drinking.
That's
and
it.
That's the reason why they're hanging out.
That's it. There's nothing else.
No true love there at all.
Nothing. There's nothing.
And so at this point, there's nobody in your life reliable at all. Nobody.
No. And if there was, like, I'm too ashamed to go around them. Yeah. I just look different, you know. You can tell I'm walking in darkness. They don't want to be around me. Just stay away from me, you know. I know that what they're feeling, so why bother?
Yeah.
You know, I'd rather just stay away.
For sure.
Like, this is my new family over here. I'd show my face once in a while around family, and you could tell, like,
they knew.
Yeah.
They knew.
So it was just. So
after you guys didn't pay the taxes on that house, what happened after you guys lost the house? Where'd you guys go, and what happened to the friends and all that stuff?
Man, the house got taken.
Like foreclosed, sure enough.
Yep, foreclosed, and there's nothing we could do about it. Nobody had money, you know. And it was sad, man. It was sad because
for sure,
like
dude.
These memories, these childhood memories were fading like fast. Like, man, I just can't believe feels like Dad just left last week, you know, and how do we get to this point? Whatever, keep drinking. You know, it's like,
wow.
After that, then we moved out. You know, everybody went their own way, you know, forced to rent apartments or go live with somebody. You know, that was my thing. Go live with somebody. I just...
Were your siblings that bad off too with drinking and stuff as well, or no? Not like you were?
Not my sister. I got a younger sister. She wasn't in the drugs or nothing like that. Maybe drink here and there, but not like I was. And my brother, my older brother, he worked. You know, he worked and drank. He was like a functioning.
What did he do for work?
For work, he did a lot of construction and also, you know, lawn service, things like that. Labor work.
Yeah.
You know, but he stayed busy.
But he hid it. He hid the, like you said, alcoholic.
Yeah. Loved cocaine. You know, he did a lot of coke.
So what happened when you guys went separate ways? Where did they go and where'd you go?
Well, when we split up, I moved in with my sister. You know, me and my sister got a place. And then also my brother went his own way. He rented a room somewhere. But at this time, I'm 19, right? Something like that, 18, 19. It's probably a year before the house got, within a year, I would say. 19. I really can't put together the ages, but
Maybe early
at
20s.
this time, I have, so I have a daughter now, right? I move in with my girlfriend, right? And so we move in together, my sister, and I try to do this dad thing, right? Be a dad, be responsible, but I really had no desire to do that. You know, it was kind of like everything unplanned. We're still teens, you know. I just want to keep partying, man. I don't want to be a dad. I don't want to be a dad. I don't want to be tied down. I don't want to be committed to nothing. I just want to go party. I want to be irresponsible. And
So it was a shock when you found out you were going to be a dad.
yeah, it was. Yeah.
You were shocked.
Yeah. But I mean, what do you expect? That's what I was thinking. Like, what do you expect, man? It's like you're not doing anything to protect yourself, or I'm just living life wild, man. And that happened.
Wow.
So now I'm a dad, and we're living together, my sister, and I'm still partying, man. I get a job at a restaurant, and you know, restaurant just bad news, man.
Was it?
Oh yeah, bad news because it's restaurant life. So there's servers, there's when the restaurant closes, where we going to drink, you know, and
It's kind of like nightlife-ish.
right. So that I got introduced to a whole nother crowd there. That was it was a different crowd, you know. It wasn't a thuggish crowd that I'm used to. It was a different crowd. It was like a college crowd, you know. It's in Boca. I'm working in Boca at the time. There's a lot of college campuses around.
For sure.
And that took me to another type of partying, you know. But again, just still partying, man.
Yeah.
Partying, drinking, being irresponsible.
Yeah, they were a wild bunch
Yeah.
that you were with.
And that's just always been a part of my life, man. Like I never wanted to grow up. I didn't want to be tied down. I didn't want to be responsible for anything. So
what was your relationship like with your daughter's mother at this time?
it wasn't we say, like, you know, we loved each other, things like that, but our actions prove otherwise, you know. Just dysfunction. She grew up in dysfunction also.
Did
so
she?
I mean, it's like neither one of us, you know, had good examples in our lives to be, you know, a successful mom and dad raising kids, you know. We kind of just did life day by day, you know, arguing, fighting.
Yeah.
I'm leaving all the time. I'm leaving her with our kids, and I'm taking off. Like, that
was just normal.
Yeah. I'll say I'll be back, and I'm gone 2-3 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
Out partying.
I'll go to work, and I won't come back for a week.
Dude.
Yeah.
Where'd you stay? Like, what'd you do? Just bounce around?
Bouncing around, man. Bouncing around. Just staying anywhere that I could.
Yeah.
You know, and like I'd get lost, man. I'd get lost. Like these episodes, they started getting darker and darker, man. Like, and I was empty, like you were saying, man. I was empty, and like I just enjoyed the nightlife, and
You're trying to fill the void.
yeah, and like I kept doing it. There's nothing stopping me. No kids.
Yeah.
No wife. Like, I didn't desire to be married. I didn't desire to be a dad and all these things. Nothing, man. I didn't want that.
And you were still just kind of working at the restaurant?
Yeah.
That type of work?
Yeah, just restaurant work, you know, and I worked there for like 3 years, you know. It was it was okay, but and then it like all catches up, and I want to slow down. I'm going through these things like, man, I'm these anxieties are coming, you know,
and the binges getting worse and worse, longer and longer.
And I'm like, man, what am I doing? Like, I guess my soul was like, was trying to like find something different. Like I was getting tired of everything I was looking at on a day-to-day basis. Like this ain't fun anymore. You know, like this ain't fun anymore. I done seen everything there is to see. Like what can be next? You know, there's this is just leading me nowhere. I don't have any money anymore. I'm borrowing money. I'm stealing all this stuff. It was taking a toll on me.
I'm sure.
You know, it was taking a toll on me, and I did want something different, but I didn't know where to start from, man. I don't read books. I don't, you know, where do I start? Nobody's gonna help me.
And church was never on your mind.
No, it wasn't on my mind.
Last thing on your mind.
Yeah, for what? What do I need to go to church for?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be like them.
Yeah.
Like what God?
Mm-hmm.
You know, what God? I did have family that was Christian. You know, on my mom's side, I had an uncle, and he's one of the first ones who really I seen a radical transformation in. It's my uncle Javen. Growing up, you know, we you know, he's got a crazy testimony too. You know, crack addiction.
Wow.
Sold crack, smoked crack, prostitutes, all that, you know, very dark life. And I knew him as that. But while I was on this long run, man, like one day I seen him and he was different. He was different. I'm like, what happened? It was like I've been absent for let's say 2-3 years, and I show up, and there's like a whole nother person in front of me. Like there's no, like, what happened to you? Now he's Jesus this, Jesus that, you know, and
you noticed right away.
Yeah, like
just the way he carried himself.
Right, like, and I didn't even realize what he went through. You know, he had a crisis. His crisis was. He was battling cancer. He had leukemia.
Wow.
So he was on his deathbed. This is his testimony, you know, in a nutshell. He was on his deathbed. Leukemia. He's at the Moffitt Center. It's a cancer treatment center up in Tampa, I believe, or something like that. He's on his deathbed, and you know, one of the nurses. He was in there for a few months. He's getting blood transfusions and all these things. And one of the nurses there, in his darkest time, gonna die, knew he was gonna die. One of the nurses shared the gospel with him, you know. Ultimately, you're on your deathbed. Where are you going? Like, this is it.
Yeah.
So, flashback of his life, he's looking over his life and, well, I'm going to hell, I guess. Well, how do I get to is it too late? All these questions, you know, and this nurse would pray for him. He would come by. He told me, he said this nurse would come by at the same time every day. And at first it was weird to him. Like, why do you come visit me for? You know, why do you keep coming? Until one day she didn't come. And then it's like he missed it. Like he was
looking for her.
Right. It didn't show up. What happened? Well, he was longing for that talk or that prayer, whatever that was going on, and that hope, you know, and end up being you know, that sparked that sparked curiosity in him, you know, to want to do something different. And long story short, he got saved.
Wow.
He got saved. He turned his life around, and he died, I want to say 2 years ago.
Really?
2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago. He passed away.
But a saved man.
A saved man, but he was, he lived 8 years after that.
Wow.
And he dedicated his life to serving the homeless. Everywhere he sold drugs at, everywhere he pimped prostitutes at, everywhere he did dirt at is where he served at. He made sandwiches, sandwich bags, collected clothes. He had storage units full of donations that he would pack up and just go on the street, evangelize, and give things out, you know, to the homeless, to the needy, to right in the area he's from, Lake Worth.
Wow.
And
he lived 8 years after.
8 years after.
And they were assuming that he was going to die in the at that time in the Moffitt Center.
Yep, that he was going to die.
And just divine intervention, it kept him alive.
But he got this stem cell, what do you call it? It was like an experiment.
Oh, wow.
We don't know if this is going to work, you know, but it's free.
What do I have to lose now,
You're
right?
right. You're going to die anyway.
Let's try it.
You may die quicker,
Yeah.
but you may live.
Yeah. Roll the dice.
He put it in God's hands.
Yeah.
He put it in God's hands. He finally had a God that he can, this nurse was right on time with all this.
Dude, for real, though.
He put his faith right on time when he needed it. He put his faith in God. And in that, he kind of made a deal with God. Said, man, if this works out, I know what I need to do with my life.
I'm going to make it right.
You know? And that's what he did.
He righted his wrongs, for sure. He served.
He served, and like, me seeing that, I was like, man, you know, I didn't understand at the time, but I knew he was different. All that I'm telling to you came after what he explained to me. And it was like, man, that guy changed. So I'm on the streets at this time. I'm homeless.
You had, what, just parted ways with your girl?
Yeah, we split up many times.
Oh, you did?
Many times. Like, I was a major problem, you know. Every time I came around, it was just dysfunction, man.
How many kids did you guys have?
We've got 3 girls at the time.
At that time, you had 3 girls?
We got 3 girls. And so I'm 20. I'm going to fast forward to 25 years old. 25 years old. Well, I went to the program at 29, so I would say the last 3 years of my life before coming over here was it was like the worst of my life. Like, I lost
bottom.
all the relationships. No more party guy. Couldn't afford it. Couldn't keep a job. I'm an alcoholic, full blown alcoholic, man.
So what was life like? What were you doing?
Living the couch to couch, right? There's that. Couldn't hold down a job. I'm working at, labor finders, getting a job here and there. Just very inconsistent, man. I was, my body was in rough shape, man. Like, I was dependent highly on this alcohol. And then I'm still doing drugs, you know, but everyone I used to hang out with is no longer want to hang out.
What happened to some of them?
Well, you just parted ways, you know. They had their own stuff going on, you know. Like, we're living that type of life. Everybody just kind of drifts away, goes to jail, dies, like, you know, a lot of death going on. And you just kind of turn a shoulder to it and keep moving. I got nothing to offer.
Yeah, become numb to it, I'm sure.
Yeah, like, and it just, it's an empty life, man. Just point blank.
Straight up, dude.
Nothing good going on. I'm trying to work. My kids, I'm I have nowhere to bring them to, you know. Nothing stable in my life. Their mom was working. She would work 2 jobs. She drove them everywhere. She took them. She was taking care of them. She played mom and dad.
She was providing financially,
Yeah.
all that.
Yeah. You know, she raised them.
Man.
I was there a fraction of the time, if that. And then.
So when you were out, you were out. You stayed gone.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And you were couch hopping?
Couch hopping.
When did you become homeless? Like, sure enough, homeless?
Homeless, I'll say 2017. I was like that for 2 years.
Fully 100% homeless?
Yeah, homeless. I'm sleeping at train stations, at park benches, you know, just scruffy, dirty. That's what my life had gotten into. I'm in bushes, hanging out, drinking behind any liquor stores.
Well, and then you would just get some money from someone on the street, and
like if I would find work at somebody else from the street needed help doing something, hang out at Home Depot or whatever, get somebody to take you to work. People need a hand all the time, you know, and just finding little job. All I wanted money for was to drink. You know, that was
really
it. If I made $50, I'm good for 2 days,
bro.
Like that's where it ended up.
You go right in the liquor store.
You go in the liquor store, get 1 bottle, start
like
drinking.
A handle.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And go from there.
And go from there, man.
Just where did you like what? So what is? I want to ask about like what is the homeless life like? Like in your mind, what is going on?
In your mind, it's not that bad.
Really?
Really,
it's not that bad.
No, it's not that bad.
Because you're covered and crippled by your addiction.
Right, but also there's no one to tell you nothing.
That it is bad.
Right. There's no one to tell you that it's bad. Like all that you want at this point is people to leave you alone.
Really?
Yeah. Like there's no desire to be around anybody, to be a family man. No.
Zero desire.
Zero.
What about a desire to like, man, I really would like a roof over my head. I want to get my own house. I want to get my own apartment. That's out.
That's gone because now I've accepted this life. I've accepted this life, and like it was like a thrill to just roam around, no one to tell me nothing.
Wow.
I don't have any responsibilities.
You saw it kind of in a positive way.
Yeah.
You're just doing you.
And then I got a phone. I'm Wi-Fiing my kids when I could, and in my mind, I'm a good dad because they're telling me they love me. You know, I'm telling them good night. What'd you eat today? Asking them random questions.
For sure.
You know, they don't know any. They just want daddy. They want to talk to him and want to see him.
But their mom knew you were homeless.
Yeah, she knew I was up to no good.
Yeah.
You know, most of the time, I wouldn't say I was homeless. You know, but I think she knew for sure. Today she knows.
Yeah.
You know, I've slept in you know, empty drain pipes, trial rail stations, behind the soda machines to keep warm.
Bro.
Close to like Publix's. You know,
really?
Yeah. Because they toss their food out at the end of the shift, end of the night. So there's always something to eat or someone that'll give you the food before they throw it out.
Really?
Yeah. Just and that's
anywhere.
Like, and I'm okay with that. You know, I'm okay with that.
That's the part that I'm like trying. That's the part I want to see is like, you know, you see people that are out on the street and you really do want to help them. But there's this one guy, he used to be homeless around here, and he was homeless when I was a kid because I'm from Hope Sound, and we'd go to the ballpark, and he'd be there, he'd be talking to us. He's a veteran, and I think he's got something going on, and he's like, yeah, man, there's open bathrooms here, blah blah. Like we're little kids, and he like got into it with one of my buddies, and I just saw him the other day near my barber shop, laid out on same dude. And I want to stop and be like, we're gonna get into it with your story. I'm about to treat this guy like I'm about to hook this guy up, but I need to be spreading the gospel like that guy was with you. But still, it's like, you know, in their mind, like you said, Have they just accepted this as life?
Yeah.
This is life.
That's life, and it becomes normal. It becomes normal. The alcohol just numbs you. You know, you become okay in that condition, man. Like it's crazy.
And you're not worried about anybody looking at you being like, oh man, this guy. You were.
I was, but it gets to a point where you don't care anymore. Like I remember needing alcohol. Like when you don't have it, you'll go any lengths to get it. But while you have it, it's like, okay, I'm gonna hide out. No, I don't want to be exposed on the roads or anything like that. But when I didn't have it and I was forced to walk on the sidewalk on the street, broad daylight, to go get this alcohol, I didn't care.
You didn't care.
No, I didn't care.
You were the only thing you had on your mind was you were hunting down a drink.
Yeah, got to get to it. Got to get to it, and eventually it's like that wears off. Like being able to go to liquor stores and stuff like that, because there's no more money. There's not money to buy things. Like I got to a point where I couldn't afford alcohol anymore, and I'm itching so bad to drink. Like I'm shaking, I'm throwing up, I'm having seizures. I gotta drink something. Like I started slurping sanitizers from fast food restaurants. Like in the bathrooms, they got bags of sanitizer, and I'm sucking that jelly out of the bags, like just to get
something.
The itch off of me, man.
Does it get you drunk?
Oh yeah,
it will.
It will get you,
dude. That's like 1,000 proof.
But it'll kill you, man. It'll kill you. It was like I ended up in the hospital so many times, man. Like,
did you really?
Liver failing.
Oh my gosh.
Liver failure. My eyes were turning yellow. My fingernails. Like my health was declining. I was gonna die.
Can you keep it down? Like when you drink hand sanitizer, sometimes you can keep it down. Sometimes
I would force myself to keep it down just for it to get in my blood to feel it.
Wow.
You know, sometimes it's like throwing up and then swallowing it back.
Trying to keep it down.
Trying to keep it down, man.
Oh my gosh.
Like, it's sick.
Bad way, bro.
But it was the only way.
Yeah.
You know, it was the only way. Or going to CVS and, you know.
Did anybody ever catch you doing it?
Walmart.
Or no? Like, did anybody that worked there come in there and be like, yo, what's up, dog?
No, I'd get
Never.
the bags
and gone.
Yeah. They wouldn't know.
So now eating, did you ever, like, you were sure enough, I'm starving right now, I'm having such a hard time finding food, or was it easy to find food?
Food was easy. You know, somebody will buy you some food, you're telling you're hungry. They're not going to buy you alcohol drink.
No.
They'll buy you, hey man, please give me a hamburger, something, anything. They'll hook you up.
Yeah.
You know, you tell a person you're hungry. It's easy to spot them out too, who's going to help you. And
is it?
Regardless if you're homeless or not, you're not asking for money. You're asking for something to eat.
Food.
Somebody have compassion on you.
No, for sure.
You know, all right, we'll help you out.
Dude, always more apt to hook somebody up when they're sure enough. Like, hey man, can you give me a sandwich when you go in there? Be like, yeah, absolutely. Most of the time, people be like, hey, can you give me $5? Yeah. What you got? Like, some guy walking, he's like, what you got, man? Yeah. Come on, I need something. Anything. There was a guy in Belgrade asked me that. He came up. He's like, man, I got this, I got that. He's like, come on, man, I know you got something. I was like, you gonna go buy drugs with this? He's like, nah, man, I'm gonna go in there and get chicken. And he starts walking away from the store. I was like, hey, where are you going? I was like, dude. He's like, they got chicken down here, man. I'm like, I got played, but God bless you, brother.
That's funny.
Yeah. So at that lowest point, what is the thing that turned you around and got you out?
So I'm homeless, man. I'm homeless. I'm even having suicide thoughts, man. Like, man, I don't even want to live anymore. I'm getting beat up all the time. You know,
really?
I'm stealing. I'm just
beat up from stealing.
Yeah, you know.
Who's beating you up though? Like the people anybody that you're stealing from?
Or like I'm getting drunk and talking smack, or I don't even really know, man. I'd wake up beat up.
No way,
dude. I'm telling you, I'd wake up beat up, or maybe trying to steal something. You know what I mean? Like thinking I could get away with it, and
were you
not knowing someone's watching me right there?
For sure. Were you close? Like, were you friends with any other homeless people at that time?
Yeah.
Like you guys would kind of hang out together?
Homeless people hang out. Like they operate in groups. You know,
Wow.
they operate in groups, and
Do they help each other out in those groups? Or is it a kind of a selfish environment?
both.
Really?
Both.
It depends.
Yeah, it's of course it's selfish. But I would say help would be to contribute to get something, a big amount of drugs or alcohol.
And sometimes you guys would?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. That's why when you see one guy begging for money in the corner, there's another one right there. You know,
And they're typically together.
Yeah.
They're going to put it all together.
Mm-hmm.
Get a handle or something.
Yep.
Dang, bro. It is. That sucks.
Because it's quicker that way.
Yeah.
You know. So I'm at this point I'm homeless. I'm 29 years old, right? I have 3 daughters. Mommy doesn't want nothing to do with me
At all.
No, I'm a dirtbag, man. And I don't even want them to see me. You know.
I was about to ask you, how many times did you see your girls in 2 years that you were homeless? Do you think?
A few times, man.
Just a handful.
I would say that I remember a good 10 times.
10 times.
If that. And I would have to be at somebody's house because for her to drop them off to me or there was just nowhere safe. She didn't trust me.
No. Probably hard to clean up too.
Oh yeah.
Right after being out on the street.
I reeked of alcohol, man.
Oh man,
I reeked
bro.
of it. You can smell me from a ways away.
Really?
You know, yeah, oh yeah.
Daily.
I reeked of alcohol, man.
Dude.
It was just like it's a nasty smell.
Yeah.
I couldn't get it off of me.
Yeah, no doubt.
Everything.
Oh, I'm sure.
And then you sweat it. It's just leaking out your pores.
Wow.
I was in rough shape, man.
Yeah, at the lowest low.
So as I'm doing the homeless thing, there's a guy who reached out, man. It's a guy who reached out.
How did he do that?
Well, just on an occasion, just asking for money. And
You would ask him.
yep. And he'd be like, "Man, your life's not supposed to look like this." He'd tell me things like that.
Every time.
Yeah. It's like, what are you doing? And he was actually a good friend of my uncle's.
This guy was?
Mike. Like Mike introduced Mike. Mike was a good friend through the church. And once my uncle started going to church, and so he approached me like that. He approached me and he's like, I'm asking for money. All I want is money. He's like, I'll give you $10. You go over there and you sit with me. We'll go to this Wendy's right here. I'm like, all right.
So I get $10 and food?
Let's go.
Yeah.
So we go. We go and standing in line with him and he tells me, he's like, go sit down. Let me serve you. I'll serve you. And looking back on that time, it's like today I know what that means.
Now you can see it.
Yeah, he was serving me, man. He didn't want anything else but for me to go sit down and him serve me. He bought my meal. He brought the meal to me. I'm ready to scarf this thing down, and he says, he's like, you mind if we pray for the food? I'm like, sure, go ahead, man. Go ahead. Do whatever you got to do. Pray for the food, bless the food. We eat, and it's like there's 40 minutes left, There's 40 minutes left, and he's like, well, he reaches in his bag, he pulls out a Bible. He said, you mind we have a Bible study? And I was like, sure, go for it. Go for it, man, whatever. And that was the beginning.
Wow.
That was the beginning of a man who looked past all that I was at the time, and he loved on me.
Bro.
He pulls his Bible out and he starts he's just explaining it, you know. And
Well, what part of the Bible was he in? Do you remember the
I
first
don't.
time?
I don't, but what I do remember over these, and we probably met over 2 years. We probably met, I would say like 10 to 12 times.
I was going to ask you that. How many times did you interact before you went in the Wendy's with him? About 10 to 12 times.
Before I went into the Wendy's? Yeah. A couple times.
And he'd throw you like $5 every time?
Yeah. Yep. And then
he finally says, I'll give you 10 if you go in there with me.
Yeah. And then that happens, you know.
Wow.
There was purpose in that, you know.
How did you feel after he started reading the Bible? After that encounter, what was going through your mind?
Well, he started telling me words like you know, I'm forgiven, you know, things like repent, sinner, you know, Jesus died for you, like just things like that, you know, the cross and surrender, like these things, like give your life to God. And it just seems so fake, man. Like at the time I'm hearing these words, but it's just not making sense to me. You know, I'm like, that might work for you, but I'm not that kind of person. Like that ain't gonna work for me. You know what I mean? How am I just gonna surrender to what? You know, like you, it's like a phoniness to it almost. Like your life is the way you are because you got good people in your life. You know, like my life will never be like that. Like you don't understand. You know. And he's like, I was just like you, man. He's like, I understand. I was an alcoholic before. You know, I've lost it all. You know, and this saved my life. And I'm like, it didn't make sense to me. You know, it didn't make sense to me. Faith is like, I'm like, God, what God? You know, why is my life like this if there was a God, you know? Like, I wasn't buying it, man. But what I was buying was this guy was consistent with me. You know what I mean? He never gave up. You know, he pursued me. He sought me out. You know, and didn't want nothing in return. It's crazy. You know, it's like
it's amazing.
That's what got me. It's like, man, why does this guy always look forward to sitting down like this? You know, it's And then there's sometimes where like we were having conversation and he would ask me questions that really made me think, you know, like what if I gave it a try? What do I got to lose?
So it did plant a seed. And you started thinking.
It did. And he would pray for me too. He would pray for me.
Right where you're eating.
Yep. He would pray for me before we leave. And it was like, man, it was encouraging, right? It was like, man, why would this guy do this for me? You know, why would he?
You never really had somebody like that.
No.
To serve you and do everything just out of the goodness of their heart and not want anything in return.
Right.
It was new. It was a new concept.
Yeah. Yeah. And he told me about this place called Dunklin. You know, he was trying to get me to get some help. And I'm like, he's describing this place to me because he knew about this place because he sent someone else here to this place and it changed his life. Well, he's describing this place to me. He's like, it's in Okeechobee. It's 10 months. And I'm like, 10 months? I said, I'm not even that bad. You know, it's like, what am I going to do for 10 months? You know, like my life ain't even that bad, but here I am. Life is in shambles, you know. Yeah. I got nothing.
In denial.
I don't have an ID card. I don't have anything, bro.
No license.
Nothing. I don't have anything. I don't own anything. I don't have a bike.
Just clothes on your back.
Just clothes on me. Dirty clothes at that.
Yeah. No doubt.
And he's telling me about this place, and I'm like, nah. It's not for me, you know. But eventually, over time,
he kept working on you.
my condition got worse, man. You know, the alcohol just, now I'm seizing out. There's times I'm waking up in plazas, man. Like, I'm waking up not knowing where I am. Maybe my head split or my arm. I'm bruised up. It's like head injuries all the time. And I'm like wondering what's happening. Using the bathroom on myself. You know, I'm talking
full on.
Number one, number two, like man, what the heck just happened? And I started realizing, man, I'm having seizures. I'm having seizures, and because I remember my brother having seizures. You know, my brother used to have a lot of seizures from the drug use. You know, and I was like, man, I think I'm having seizures, because when my eyes would open, I wouldn't even know where I am, like what my name is, what I was doing. You wake up out of a seizure, it's like you're brain dead for a little bit, and it takes a long time to kind of get the battery flowing again, like to who you are, how old you are. You have like these little flashbacks of childhood, and like, man, what
in a seizure? Really?
Not in a seizure, but
after
waking up. A seizure, you don't feel it. It's just like
lights out.
Yeah, and you're waking up. But as I'm waking up, I'm trying to remember who I am, what am I doing here, and like you're just searching your memory bank, man, trying to figure out what am I doing here? Yeah. How did this happen? And these random memories pop up, boom, boom, boom. You know, that's how I can describe it,
dude.
And I'm like, man, I got feces on me, you know, like I'm like, what happened? And I'm just seizing out. And I could be waking up in the middle of a parking lot, sun just beating on me, and I'm
laid out in the sun.
Yeah, like nobody helped me or anything like that. Sometimes I'd wake up to ambulances, are you okay? Cops, are you okay? I'm like, what happened? They're like, you had a seizure. My tongue would be swollen.
Ooh.
A lot of times I bite on my tongue. And it's like, it's getting bad, man. I'm going in the hospitals. They're like, you're gonna die. Like your liver is gonna shut down on you. Your kidneys are about to fail on you. It was scary, man, because I didn't have the power to quit drinking. I was like, I knew I don't see a way how to stop drinking.
This was sure enough rock bottom.
Yes.
For you.
Yep.
That's the lowest low.
Doctor's like, you're gonna die. Son, you don't have another year in you. You're gonna die. And it was scary thinking about it. But once I started drinking, it's like I felt untouchable.
Yeah.
Like
the addiction is impossible to battle on your own.
Yeah, and I'm like, there's no way I can stop drinking. That's impossible for me.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna have to die drunk then. However that's gonna look. But as long as I'm drinking,
everything else is a second thought.
Yeah.
You're not worried about anything.
And it's like the second I didn't have the drink, it's like all this fear starts kicking in. Like, I'm gonna die. Oh shoot! Like, oh man.
Anxiety.
Like how? And then these thoughts of like that this guy Mike was putting in my head is like how did you get to this point, man? You're 29 years old. You got a family and you're not a part of it. You know, like God didn't create you for this, man. And I remember him telling me these stories, like in the Bible, how God uses all these people who've done terrible things, and he turns their life around and what their life becomes, like these promises and you know, these things that he's trying to break down for me, you know, to see like God's a loving God. But my thinking is, how is my life like this? And you say he's a loving God. Where has he been at this whole time? You know, like how, what? I'm just going to call on him and he's going to, I'm going to all of a sudden be rich and healthy. And like, I don't even know where to start from. You know, I'm like, I don't know. That's impossible. But death was right around the corner, man. And I had no options left. Like, that was my crisis in my life, was like, I'm going to die.
How did he find you at that lowest point in the hospital? Like after your discharge or whatever, how does he find you and say, bring us up Dunklin again? And you're like, yeah, you want to know what? I'm going to go.
Well, so he knew my uncle. I showed up at my uncle's house. I'm in Lake Worth, homeless. You know, I'm out of the hospital, and I go knocking on my uncle's house at his apartment. He had already told me, don't ever come by here anymore. I made a big mess, as usual.
Burn the bridge.
Yep. He said, don't you ever come by here. You know, don't come by my house anymore. I didn't have, I wanted help at this point, man. Like, I'd reached this point. But I'm drinking still. But I had this, like, the pressure was on. I knew I'm going to die. I'm hearing what the doctors are telling me.
But what do the doctors do when they turn you out? When they say, all right, you're free to go, like what does it look like if you're homeless? Like normally there's discharge papers and they're sending you a bill and all that. Like what are they doing for you?
Nothing.
Other than just turning you back out. You're back to the streets.
You're good to go. They've given me IV, which is what I needed. IV, they gave me some sort of medicine, maybe a painkiller of some sort or something.
They just put a Band-Aid on it, really.
Yeah, they send you out, but it's like based on the blood work, they can see, you know, your liver's shot.
Kidneys are shot.
Kidneys are, you're gonna die. You know, your blood work is not good.
How long was your walk from the hospital to your uncle's house?
Let's say JFK Hospital. It was let's say like 5 miles.
So you got out and you started walking to your uncle's.
Yeah, walking. And I tell him, man, I told him I need help, man. He's like, what are you doing here? I said, I need help, man. I said, can I stay with you? He let me in. He's like, no drinking here. You're not gonna drink in here in this house. I was like, no, I don't have anything. You know, I had it outside. I was like, I don't have anything. And I slept there, but I told him, I was like, man, I think I want help now. Like I gotta do something. It just all caught up to me, man. Loneliness, the health, I was in a crisis, man. I was gonna die. I looked sick. I looked very sick, man. And
eyes are yellow.
Yeah, I wanted help. And but even in my heart, man, I didn't think it was possible. I was just saying these things because, like, the pressure was on. I'm gonna die, and well, let's give it a shot. All right, let's give it a shot. We'll see what happens. And he's like, all right, well, I'll call Mike and I'll see what happens. And they set it up for me. They set it up to have an interview at Dunklin. The program's called Dunklin Memorial Church, and I finally said I'll go.
Wow. What was the interview like?
The interview was it was it was intense because, first of all, everybody who works there has gone through the program. Everybody on staff, all male staff, has been through the program. Some longer than others. Some 10 years ago, some 20 years ago. So they all know what an addict is, you know, what to expect, the lies, the manipulation, everything, you know.
You can't pull one on them. They know.
Right.
They know.
You know.
They've been there.
They've been there, exactly. And the interview is just a bunch of questions about my life. You know, first of all, did I want help? Do you want
That's
help?
number one?
Yeah.
Do you want help?
Yeah, I had to admit that I wanted help because they're not going to work with somebody who doesn't want help. You know, that's the whole program there is
you got to want it.
You got to want it. But it's the crisis in my life that led me to it. You know, when you hit rock bottom, see, this is a faith-based program. It's a Christian regeneration program. And when do you turn to God? When do you finally turn to God? When you don't have anything, man. There's nothing left. I'm going to die. I need help. God save me. Right? So that's kind of what the interview is like, is what's the crisis in your life? What has brought you to a place that you need help? And it's that, and then I don't have nothing. Well, where do you have any family? Yeah, I got kids. Where are they at? You know, well, I don't know where they're at.
Mm-hmm.
Why not? Because I don't know. I don't have the answers. But at that moment, it's like they're pushing for you to take some responsibility. See, we're quick to blame.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, their mom took them from me. But yeah, but why did their mom take them from you? You know?
They want to see you own it.
Right, exactly. Responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
And that's exactly what the Lord wants, for you to take responsibility for your sin, you know? Repent from it. I don't want to be this. This is who I've been. I don't want to be this anymore. So the interview is like that, you know?
They want to see kind of where you're at mentally.
Yeah.
With the whole thing.
If you do want to change, you know? Like, how bad do you want it?
Yeah.
How bad do you want it? You know?
Will they turn people away? Or when they get to that point of being interviewed, sure enough, those people, they want help.
Yeah, but before that physical interview, there's a phone interview.
Oh.
You know, so it's a process. You know, you're calling, and you gotta be consistent with calling. Like, the phone interview is gonna be, you know, what you would do first is I'm calling. If they tell me to call at 1 o'clock,
You better call.
I better call at 1 o'clock. If I don't call at 1 o'clock, what does that say?
Not serious.
Exactly. But I'm not serious, you know, and they want to work with men who are serious and ready to change their lives, you know, it's a men's program, you know, so that's number one. When you're dealing with men who want to change their lives, well, everyone's kind of on the same page, you know. And,
Have to be.
And it's what helps the structure, you know. If I'm there because my mom wants me there, that's not gonna work.
No.
Because I don't want to be there. I'm here because they forced me here, and that's just not gonna work. So
Yeah.
the interview is just to, you know, see
Where you're at.
right where you're at
Mentally
man.
with this thing.
How bad do you want it?
Wow.
What's the crisis in your life? Do you see what you've caused, the damage? You know, and it's like, yeah, man, I don't have anything. So that's that. I get into the program.
Yeah, what is it like? What is your first experience in the program, and when you moved in out there, what was it like?
The first experience was is like it's in Okeechobee, you know, it's in the country. I'm not from the country. I'm from the city. So I would say the first day there, it was the environment. It was beautiful. There's lakes, there's oak trees, Spanish moss, green grass. Very peaceful, man. Peaceful. Pulling onto this property, you can only imagine in your head what this place looks like. You know, and it's and what I thought this place was, based off the video that I seen. You know, there's a video on the Dunklin Facebook. There's a video that before I came to the program, I probably watched this video 50 times.
Did you really?
Yes.
Just thinking about going?
Thinking about going and watching this video. And this video, it's a clip. And it's the staff members talking about what this program is like. And I just remember crying, man, crying. I'm broken watching this thing. And the reason why I'm broken is because it's like somewhere buried deep in my heart, man, there was like this little bit of hope, man, that, man, what if I went there, man? What if what they're saying, like, that happens to me?
This might just work.
And it sparked just a tiny bit of encouragement, man, and
Amazing.
And hope, like, because they're explaining what the program is, what it does for you. If you know, it's just describing. It was describing like all the questions that I had. You know, like trying to figure out who I am. Why am I the way that I am? Like where did this start? What's the problem? What's the cure? Like how do I get over this thing? You know, and there the video explains, you know, what you're gonna go there and get, what you're gonna experience. And it's like, man, that may be the place for me.
Yeah,
You know?
for sure.
So there was a little bit of hope that I had, man, and through that video. And just I don't know, man, I would watch it. I played it over and over. And I'm
amazing.
Like, man, they're walking in the video, and you can see a little bit of the background. You see the lake and the trees and things like that, and it just looks like a beautiful place, man, like a peaceful place. And then you drive on the property, and it's like, whoa,
yeah,
peaceful, man. It's like everything's peaceful.
So different than the plaza, the shopping plaza that you're at.
Oh yeah, it's like
wherever you're at down there.
Yeah, man.
It's
I'm
night
in
and
the
day.
country. There's cows. There's like I'm not used to this. I don't ever see this.
You've never really been exposed to that kind of
No.
environment at all?
Ever, man.
Ever.
Maybe if I'm driving somewhere far, but not like actively living on a property or inside of a property like this. I just felt peaceful, man. Pulling onto the property. That hope, man. Again, there was like,
Sparked something.
yeah, you know.
So what was the program like when you get checked out through the interview, you're accepted in the program, you saw the grounds. What is it like now you're still an alcoholic, you have to recover from that. How do they handle you being that far gone in your health and like your room and stuff? What is that like when you first get there and move in?
I get there, they show you your room. After the interview, they take you to your room where you're going to be staying at, put your stuff there. They get you stuff, whatever you need. You don't come with clothes or anything like that. They'll provide these things for you. You just met with love, you know, with love and like, that's one of the key things that really stood out to me in the beginning was like, everyone says they love you. I love you. I love you.
Really?
It's like, all right, man.
From the beginning?
From the beginning, I love you. It's like that's weird, you know. This guy's telling me he loves me, you know. He's like, I'm glad you're here. I love you, you know. And
Bro.
it's like, what in the world? It's just weird.
Yeah. You're not used to that.
It's like the Hancock movie.
Yeah.
It's like, good job.
Yeah.
Like, I love you.
I love you. Yeah.
All right.
So you noticed right away, very welcoming, very loving.
Yeah, very welcoming and loving. But even since the interview, the questions that they were asking me, you know, it was spot on questions, man, that I had no good answer for.
Really?
The answer I had was an excuse.
Yeah.
When really everything was my fault, you know? It's like, they put into perspective like how sorry I was, you know? And
They're trying to show you that light with those questions. They're trying to get you to just take the first step in ownership.
exactly. Taking
ownership.
Taking responsibility. And I couldn't do that. So,
No, for sure. And I mean, I feel like in that moment, like it's so easy. Our flesh wants to make the excuse, to not feel that insecurity, to not feel that weight. Like, oh, this is my fault. No, I'm going to blame it on somebody else. It feels good to blame it on somebody else.
yeah.
But it sucks to suck it up and be like, you want to know what? I did this to myself. Anything, whatever it is in our life.
Yeah.
I did this. I made this mistake. And it hurts. But once you like set that truth free, you're like, it is kind of liberating. It's that first step is like the hardest. But I feel like from there, maybe it snowballs. Right?
Yeah, just being honest.
Being
you
honest,
know?
bro.
And that's something that I couldn't do. You know, I couldn't do. I hid from that. Everything was a facade, man. Was a lie. And it was finally time to start taking some responsibility. And that was key.
What was the room like?
The rooms, so it's a room, nice rooms, you know, nice rooms. There's a dorm, I would say with there's 2 dorms, 12 rooms each. The camp houses 68, has 68 beds. So we house 68 men.
68 men can be in the program at one time.
Yes, sir.
Really?
Yep.
Now the camp house is all beds in a row in one big room, or it's all individual rooms?
Nah, that was another thing I was thinking about too. It was like, man, I wonder what the living is like in here.
For sure, I bet.
Well, no, it's each an individual room. You know, there's 2 men to a room, 2 beds to a room,
That was my next question.
and each guy has his own closet space.
You share a room.
He's got a box under his bed to store his items in, shelves for you to put your clothes on, books, things like that. It was a nice upgrade compared to how I was living. It was nice.
Dude, no doubt.
Ceiling fan,
Bro.
and they put you. They call it a big brother. They give you a big brother. You know?
Really?
So
The man you're with in
right,
that room.
and everybody gets a big brother.
How do you become the
at
big
a certain
brother?
point? Well,
Time in the program?
first of all, it's after you've been a little brother, you know.
Okay.
And the purpose of the big brother is to help you, you know. You get homework. It's a structured environment. From the minute you wake up, structured environment. You gotta clean your floors, mop and sweep your floors every day. Tuck your sheets in your bed.
You get up at a certain time?
Yes.
What is the time?
You're up. You are up at I believe 6 a.m.
6 a.m. every day,
6 a.m.
right? Every day.
Yep.
There's no off days to this.
No off days.
Dude, that's so sick. I love that.
It's structure, man. It's what I needed.
So you get up at 6, you sweep and mop.
Sweep and mop your floors.
What's next after
Everyone
that?
has a responsibility in the dorm. Everyone has a responsibility.
Do you all rotate through them?
There's a guy who's knocking on your door. Wake up call, 6 a.m. Knocking on your door. There's a double knock. 5 minutes later, he'll come and knock again. Double knock, and just a knock. Wake up. On every door, one guy knocks on every single door. Do.
One man.
One man. It's a duty, a responsibility.
That's his assignment.
That's his assignment, to wake the whole dorm up. You can wake up earlier, you know, if you want, but
He's still gonna knock on your door.
he's gonna knock on your door. Then you have as soon as you get up, you have responsibilities. Clean, sweep and mop your floor, make your bed, get ready for the morning, brush your teeth. Breakfast is at 6:30 a.m.
So they're feeding you.
At 6:30. At 6:30, the bell rings to eat breakfast. You have to be ready for breakfast at 6:30.
The bell rings and you're ready to eat at 6:30.
Yeah.
There's no being late.
No.
Are people late at all?
No.
No, they're on point.
The new guys are late,
Yeah.
but everyone knows to be at this time, at this place, and that's why you have a big brother. You know, your
Keep you
big
straight.
brother's gonna make sure you get there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and the whole point of this is to have a structured life,
Structure, teamwork,
to be
accountability.
accountable, and to be obedient.
Mhm.
Obedient to these rules. I mean, today I recognize I was disobedient to everything. I did what I wanted to do. So through these rules, you learn to become obedient, you know?
Absolutely.
And if you don't want to follow these rules, well, you communicate and you don't want to be here.
Mhm.
It's plain and simple.
Mm-hmm.
Why wouldn't you follow these rules? They may let it go once or twice based on like your excuse, I guess.
Yeah.
There's really no excuses for anything,
Mm-hmm. For sure.
you know.
I'm sure it's situation dependent. It's individual. What that person's going through, what's going on. But I see what you're saying. It's very regimented.
Yeah.
So after breakfast at 6:30, is there like one of you guys that's working there? They say a prayer for breakfast and then the day begins?
We pray 3 times a day, every meal: breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Breakfast, pray for the meal.
Mm-hmm.
That's what everyone meets in for prayer before we eat.
Mm-hmm.
You pray, you eat, right? There's 2 men assigned to the kitchen in the morning to cook breakfast for everyone.
Really?
Yep, every morning.
2 men in the program.
Yes.
Cook breakfast
2 men in the program.
for everyone else in the program.
And the menu's laid out, what you're going to cook. You know, there's sausage balls, eggs, there's pancakes that they make, French toast, yogurt parfaits. It's just different.
You had that job at one time
Yes.
in the kitchen?
Yep. I was cooking. I was cooking grits, eggs, and bacon.
Nice.
Bacon.
It's not a bad breakfast.
But you got to be in that breakfast cooking at 4 a.m.
Really?
Yeah, because to have breakfast ready for 50 guys.
How many weeks is your duty as a chef cooking breakfast?
One-
Typically, when do you rotate?
Once a week.
Once a week.
Yeah, one day out of the week, because everyone is assigned a day. Everyone's assigned a day, and everyone's assigned a breakfast, but during the day, for lunch and dinner, that's a guy's full-time job.
Really?
Yeah, the community is pretty much self-sustained with the men who
Are in it.
are in it. You got guys who know construction. You got guys who are chefs. You got guys, they're coming off the streets like this. You got guys who are electricians. You got guys who cut grass.
A little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything. So really, God brings these people in at the right time, every time.
And they mesh.
And
Perfectly.
they mesh. The body of Christ, man. It's
Perfectly.
like, it is perfect every time.
Bro.
And so everyone has a responsibility.
Yeah, I want to keep going through your day. What happens after
Okay.
breakfast? What do you do after breakfast?
So after breakfast, you go back to your dorm. And it's what they have is called quiet time. It's quiet time. That's your personal time with the Lord. And the quiet time, you get a journal. You get a journal and you journal. You journal and you speak to the Lord. It's a really neat process, man, because through that journal, you express gratitude, right? You express gratitude, what you're grateful for. You take responsibility for negative attitudes or sin. You confess that. So there's gratitude, confession of sin, asking for forgiveness of those sins or those attitudes. Right, forgive me. And then hearing the Lord's forgiveness, that he says, I forgive you, son, I love you.
And you write it.
And you write it every day.
Amazing.
And then you get into detail with it. Lord, why was I blank, why was...
Fill in the blank of whatever that may be.
Whatever was going on with you yesterday that you're taking responsibility for, and you let him minister to you, speak to you, speak truth to you.
How long is that? About an hour?
No, that's 25 minutes.
25 minutes
to a half hour. The
Wow.
bell rings. The bell rings at 7:30.
Is it a legit bell?
7:25.
Like a big bell that somebody's hitting?
Yes. It's a
Really?
bell. Bing, bing. Yep.
Really?
Yep. You can hear it all over camp.
So the bell rings.
The bell rings at the same time, every day. It's like, it's coming.
Yeah, it's coming for
Yeah,
sure.
and that's what's amazing, man. Is like, this place is so structured, man.
Yes.
And it's like,
That's structure,
you
man.
get used to it.
Huh?
Like today, I'm always pressed for time.
You are?
Yeah, because of this, I have to be on time. Like it just, they instilled that in me. And before,
You do anything
I
you
didn't
wanted.
care
Yeah.
about time. It didn't mean anything to me. But now, when you're in a place like this, you showing up on time or you showing up late is going to affect somebody, because now they're waiting on you, or you're holding somebody up, and that's irresponsible.
Yes, they want you to be responsible
Right.
for yourself.
Right. And when you do miss something like that, you learn to take responsibility. They call it getting right. You stand up and you ask for forgiveness. Forgive me for being late.
Really?
Forgive me, I was late. I was late for breakfast duty this morning. Will y'all forgive me? Forgive you. I love you.
And you asked the whole group.
The whole body.
The whole body.
The whole body.
Do you really?
Stand up. Yeah.
And you say, please forgive me for being late to breakfast duty.
Yeah.
And then everyone does.
Everyone says, we forgive you, we love you.
Dude, that's so legit.
But in
so
that,
legit, bro.
it's humiliating.
No, for sure. For sure. For the man standing up, right?
Yeah, but being humiliated
Tightens you up.
Brings about humility.
Yes.
You know?
Tightens you up a little bit.
Yeah.
Gets you right.
Yeah, and it's like in the beginning, it's like I'm not standing up for doing that. I'm not doing that.
Swallowing my pride and saying that? Yeah,
Like,
no.
I'm not doing that. No, you're gonna do that. No, I'm not doing that. Well, then you don't want to be here. Like if you can't follow these rules, this place is not for you.
So sometimes you guys working there, I know we're getting off topic of the day, which we're going to get back into, but you guys working there, you will have to confront somebody, a part of the program, and say, you need to follow this. You need to stand up. We want you here, but you need to want to do this and follow these rules. You have to say that.
Well, not necessarily like that. Like like the guys, you're gonna watch going into the program. You're gonna watch how it operates. But even coming into the program, like these are things that they establish right off the rip. Like you're doing this. You're agreeing to you know the
play
way
by the
we
rules.
Yeah, the way we do things here. That's why they ask you, man, do you want help? Are you desperate? You know, a man who's desperate to change his life and wants help, he's going to do anything you ask him to.
That's the man that will change his life.
Yeah, and we're not doing it to force you. No, we're doing it. We're doing it because, you know, it teaches you to be humble, man. To like, man,
Truly out of love.
Right. I want to follow these rules because I appreciate this place. You know, I'm grateful for what it's doing for me. So I'm going to do whatever you ask me to. If I miss a duty, I'm going to stand up and I'm going to be humble about it. Hey, man, forgive me. Like I did this. You know, and that's what we lack out there is humility. I did a lot of things and didn't care. Why? Because I didn't have to face anybody. I didn't have to tell anybody anything. I just kept doing it. But
for sure,
it teaches you. You know, if you can be responsible in the little, you can be responsible with the big.
Yes.
You know, so it's a process.
It mirrors it.
Right.
It mirrors it.
So it's a process, you know. And it teaches you, man, I don't want to go through that again.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't want to do that again.
No. So after that, so I think we were at quiet time. What happens after, or private time? What happens after that?
Quiet time.
That session of the day.
7:30 to 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock, the bell rings, ding, ding. And that's when class starts.
Everybody together in one class, or it's separate classes?
No, there's 5 different classes.
All certain tiers?
Yep, different levels from the beginning to the end.
What is the beginning class like?
It's called induction. The beginning class is you know, you're settling in. Some guys are detoxing, still foggy. You know,
while we're on the detox, like you mentioned detox, that's what I was going to ask you is when you are trying to heal and recover from being an alcoholic, how are you being detoxed? How do they detox you with that?
Prayer.
Yeah,
it's not a medical facility.
No medical intervention.
That passes out medication, anything like that, no.
At all?
Nope.
Really? You came from that lowest of the low, liver failure, kidney failure, brink of all of this, death.
Yes.
And they heal you with prayer.
Well, a lot of prayer gets, you know, the guys are gonna pray for you, man. Like that's what they know to do, you know, and it's like that was one of my faith builders was like each day it was a miracle that I made it each day like that. Like I couldn't understand why I couldn't do this outside. Like why is this working for me here? Like and then it got to the point where like a week goes by and I'm starting to see these little miracles in my life, man. Like like, man, I'm drinking water. I can hold water down. I'm not throwing it up. Like I'm actually eating. I have an appetite. My hands aren't shaking anymore. Like my hands used to tremble, man. Like there's no stopping them. And one day I noticed, and I'll tell my buddy like, hey man, look at my hands. Like I'm excited about my hands not shaking, and he doesn't care. Because I know the problem that I had,
You're seeing a change
and I'm seeing right in
right in front of you.
right in front of me, right physically on me.
Were those first few days of literally zero alcohol, were they really rough?
Yes, they were. They were, and then it's a rough transition from the street here because I don't know anybody. There's a lot of people here. You know, the chow hall where you eat at, where you work at, there's just a lot of noise and the routine, the structure. I'm following my big brother everywhere. He's telling me, yeah, like that's what he's for. Is like he guides you around, he shows you around, and it takes a few days for you to walk around the camp and know the different dorms and things like that. So, like, I definitely needed him, man. Everyone needs their big brother. Sure. And then you begin to trust him. You know, he was the little brother before. He knows what it feels like. He's been there a few months now, and now he has the opportunity to do the same thing that was done for him. Like, you know the need for a big brother because you know how bad that new guy needs you because you've been that new guy. Mm-hmm. And you know how much your big brother helps you. So when you get that little brother, you know the job you got in front of you. It's like, all right, this dude needs help. I'm gonna help him. And basically, you know what worked for you, you know, and
you guide him in that way.
You love on him, man.
Yeah.
You love on him. You're there for him, whatever he needs.
Amazing.
Like my big brother, man, he prayed for me every night. Every night he prayed for me. In the morning, he prayed for me. And like, I wasn't, you know, buying into that Christian life yet. And I just got there, but he's praying for me. But it meant something for me, you know. I was like, and then to see like my hands not shaking or even me just not, like a whole day would go by when I forgot to think about drinking or wanting to drink. And that just was like, I had to believe that, man, is this prayer working?
Yeah.
Because my brother's praying for this stuff for me. Like praying that desire goes away of alcohol, praying that I get rest, praying that I get more food in my body today, things like that. And like those things were happening, man.
Oh, dude.
You know, and it's just weird. I'm like, man, there's no phones.
At all.
So like, I want to call somebody. There's no one's gonna answer. I got nobody to call. I want to tell somebody about like what's happening in my life, and it's exciting for me, like to see what's going on.
Dude, amazing. So what happens after? Let's see. You go from your breakfast to your devotional time, and then class. And we can go through the classes later, what they all are. But what happens after class?
After class, you go to work.
What is work
classes from 8 o'clock to 10:30.
Really?
8 o'clock to 10:30.
What is work like?
Work is we build pallets.
Is that the only work that you guys do? When everyone's assigned to work, everybody builds pallets.
No. So there's pallets. I would say like 25, 30 men work at the pallet industry.
Okay.
We have the pallet industry, right, who build the pallets, but we also have the sawmill, the lumber mill, which cuts the wood
For the pallet.
So everyone's got a job, you know, it's a factory.
Yes.
The wood comes in, the wood has to get cut to size, it's got to get stacked and then positioned to where the guys building the pallets can build the pallets. And then there's that process, but then there's also on a campus there's maintaining the facility. You know, who's maintaining it? Well, we got a group called the cleaning crew. It goes cleaning the classrooms, cleaning the kitchens, the hotel rooms, things like that.
Wow.
And those are usually guys who are older, you know, really can't do the labor. like the building the pallet, or guys who are injured, things like that. You know,
They have an exception.
right.
Yeah.
So they're cleaning the church, vacuuming, wiping windows down, cleaning the bathrooms. It's all day. That's their job. You know,
Wow.
every day. It's a clean campus, man. Clean campus.
The
And,
majority are pallets.
so
Woodwork.
there's that, but there's also the grounds crew. You got guys who are mowing the lawn, and you got guys who are, you know, taking care of trees and a lot of vegetation,
Yeah.
shrubs. You got guys, you know, who there's what else? Electricians, plumbing. You know, guys changing light bulbs or maybe sewage, things like that.
Everything out in normal life
Mm-hmm.
combined in the conglomerate
Yep.
in the whole area.
And those are different work groups, which staff members are a part of. you
Okay.
know. So we're spread out. We're in the classrooms, but we're also on the job site the entire time.
Are you really?
So we work with the guys. We're hands on. We're right there with them.
Wow.
Yep.
I did not know that. That's what the
Whatever
staff
they're
was
going
doing.
through, whatever they're going through, anything carries over from class to, you know, the job site. We're available, man.
Absolutely.
Available to listen most of the time. You know, guy needs to just talk about, you know, maybe something happened in class where he's trying to connect some dots, or he needs some answers to something. And then there's a lot of guys who come in like me and aren't Christians, you know, and they need help understanding these things. Some guys need encouragement. A lot of guys need encouragement, man. It's not easy. It's so easy to just quit and give up. And it's not for me. You know, you go to thinking, man, this is a long time to be here. You know?
It was on your mind at some point to
Oh
quit?
yeah, it very often it would cross, man. But I never finished anything in my life. Nothing.
Up until that point.
I have never finished anything in my life.
Wow.
And it was like, man, I want to finish this thing, you know, because then you see you literally see what this place has done to people, you know, the transformation. Like the staff members, I'm in this classroom and I'm hearing the staff members' testimony. I see his kids on campus. I see him coming into the dining hall with his family, who he told me about during the day that he came in with nothing. And I'm watching him with his family today. And he sat in the very chair that I'm sitting in. Like,
It's encouraging.
yeah, big time.
Yeah.
You know, that's so hopeful, man.
Dude.
I needed to hear that. You know, before the hope of Christ, I was seeing the hope of family. Like maybe that could be me. But then there's the process to that. You
For
know,
sure.
surrendering your life, and you know, are you ready? You know,
Absolutely.
like this is a commitment here.
Yes.
It's a way of life.
Yes, way of life. So you roll from work until to lunch, or no?
Yep. Lunch is at 12 o'clock.
The bell rings.
The bell rings at 12 o'clock to go to lunch, and 12:15 the prayer starts.
Who prays typically?
You got 15 minutes to get to the dining hall from your
I
job
gotcha.
site area.
Staff member prays?
No, the men in the program pray.
Men in the program.
We've got a prayer list. All the men sit down. So you got 15 minutes to get to the dining hall. You get your drink. You sit down. You sit down. And everyone knows the time, man. You know,
Yeah.
it's like
Routine.
Routine. So you know that the bell's gonna ring soon. Everyone's sitting down, already quiet, and they ring the bell. And you know, they tell you, they start off. It's complete silence. Everyone's chattering. The bell rings and silence. And you know, they start off with scripture. There's a scripture of the day. Today's scripture is from blank, and
Yeah.
they read the scripture, and then they tell you what's on the menu.
Oh, no way.
What you're gonna eat,
Okay.
and then they pray. We have a prayer list.
Wow.
All right. Specific people need prayer. Guys in the program, they have their families going through things, addiction, maybe working through cancer, whatever. They put them on the prayer list and they pray for them. They pray for them, and then they pray for the meal, and we eat, and all that gets done with. By 1 o'clock, you're back on the job site. So the chow hall is cleaned up, everything put away. By 1 o'clock, everyone's at the job site.
Back again, working.
No, at 1 o'clock, it's the prayer circle. Everyone,
wow.
Everyone prays before we get back to work.
Really?
For safety. Maybe some guy's going through something and just needs prayer to get through that shift. You know, guys could be struggling and he's just being open. Guys, I'm struggling right now. I just need some prayer to, you know, get out of this thinking. Guys will rally around and pray for them. And there you go. You start your day, your work day, and that goes on to 2:30. 2:30, you get a break, 20-minute break. From there, back to work. Back to work at 2:50. Everyone on camp is moving at the same time.
Bro.
Taking a break and moving at the same time.
Really?
Yep.
All together.
All together every day.
So, dude, that's so awesome, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, man. It's structured.
Yes. So after that, what happens?
After that, then you go back to the dorm.
Okay.
Oh, well, there's dinner time. Dinner's at 5:30. So you got 30 minutes to get
To the dorm.
to the dorm. Some guys shower really quick. You know, dorms got showers. Some guys shower. Other guys get the dorms ready. Again, this is dinner time, so it's time to clean the dorms again. You clean them in the morning and you clean them in the evening right after dinner time. So the guys are getting the mop buckets ready, you know, things like that. And again, there's certain guys assigned to these responsibilities: wipe down the toilets, toilet seats, mop the floors, scrub the showers, like all that.
Wow.
That's after chow hall. So 5:30 to 6. The bell rings at 5:30. That usually cleanup's done at 6:30 from the kitchen. We all eat together. You know, the staff members come in and eat with families and eat with the guys in the program.
Do they really?
Yeah. Yep. We're
You're a
community.
family. Yeah, you're
we're
a family
community.
unit.
We're with these guys every single day, man. Like,
Dude, that's amazing.
They're part of our family. You know?
100%.
And they feel that. I felt that. You know, I felt part of something that it's special, man. It
Dude,
really is.
that sounds amazing.
You know, and,
So after that, you hit the hay. Get back, and is there another devotional? Then you hit the hay?
after that, you eat, and then you do your responsibilities, your duties, and then there's meetings on Tuesday, Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Tuesday we have a meeting called the Good Sam. It's basically any guy who's come in from since last Tuesday to this Tuesday. We welcome him in. You know, we welcome him in. We share the Good Samaritan story, and we let him share. We gather in the dining hall, and we just basically let him introduce himself, and we get to know him a little bit. We welcome him in, and we share a quick word, and it's over with.
Wow.
Back to the dorm, do your homework, walk around, walk laps, get relational with guys, going to different dorms.
Can you work out? Is there a gym or gym equipment?
You can work out after a certain point.
I got
being
you.
there.
Yeah.
You get to I want to say 4 months, you start working out.
Gotcha. Then it's lights out.
But not every day. It's only twice a week. And then lights out at 10 o'clock. Some guys still doing homework, reading the Bible, doing whatever. But there's no TVs in the dorm.
Nothing at all.
No, there's no
Books.
no phones. books, Christian literature.
Mm-hmm.
But really, what that causes you to do is to be relational, man. Get to know people, get to know people's story, be able to pray for people, just to see that, man, I'm not alone. Like, this guy's going through the same thing I'm going through.
Yeah. When did you notice, like, the first time in that program where you're like, I'm kind of uncomfortable with this Christianity thing and people are praying for me, telling they love me? How many months in were you like, yeah, this feels right and normal?
It took, I want to say, I mean, I want to say like at the third month, second or
3 months.
third month, I made the decision to give my life to the Lord.
3 months in.
Yeah, because I mean, I couldn't help but see what was going on around me. Like, there was overwhelming evidence of God working all around me, man. Undeniable. But my problem that I realized was I refused to acknowledge him as the source of all this. And that's been my problem my entire life.
Wow.
Is the inability to give God credit for my life and everything that's happened. It was all me. I did this, And I finally was put into a place. I was boxed in this community where the Spirit is working, active, moving. There's guys in the dorm who are getting letters from their children who they've been praying to reconcile with, ain't seen their kids in 4 or 5 years, and they get this letter saying that they love them, they forgive them, they want to see them, and it's like, what? Just things like that, the stories of hope, of reconciliation with families, families coming to visit, the families come and visit on the weekend, and seeing families get together that this guy's destroyed that family, and here his wife's coming to see him with the kids, something that he thought wasn't possible, and I'm watching this family right now about to meet up, hug for the first time in years.
Wow.
Guys just crying. The kids are hugging on the legs, and it's like, God did that, man.
Yes.
Like, I've been listening to this man pray for that moment right there. The faith that he had, and that's every day you see things like this.
Dude.
I had no choice but to taste and see that the Lord is good. There's
Straight up.
No doubt about it.
Yeah.
It was happening. Now me, I didn't have that family coming. Me, I had squandered everything, just like that guy. And I was scared. I was scared. I'm like, man, what if I do this and this stuff happens to me, man? Man, it's scary.
Yeah.
And another thing is, like, I don't know if I can be that. I don't know if I'm willing to change my life like this and live like this. I'm thinking, like, I only like this because I'm here right now. I'm here right now. Like, I didn't come there to meet Jesus. I didn't come there to get saved, to experience all these things. No, I came here because I had nowhere to go and I was going to die. Point blank. My reason to come in here is not to put on this Jesus, outfit on and be a Christian for the rest of my life. But while being there, man, I couldn't help but be drawn into that. Like, he was luring me in,
Day by day.
Day by day. He was luring me in. And I had I had these moments where through worship music, like he started tugging on my heart even harder, man.
Mhm.
He started tugging on my heart. And my eyes would get watery. I felt his presence. Today I can say that, like, I felt his presence, man, and it was the sweetest feeling ever. Like, I felt safe. I felt like everything was gonna be okay. But I would quench that thing, man. I would, like, my eyes would get watery, and I'd say no. I'd say no.
You bury it down, bury it down.
I'm not going there right now. And it got to a point where I was like almost there. All I gotta do is, like, they'll tell you, man, just let it go. Let it go, man. And it's like, I didn't know what that meant until I was starting to not let it go. Like, I was getting there, but I wouldn't let it go. Because I knew I'm about to cry right now, because I'm about to give up.
Yeah.
Like, I'm helpless to this feeling of God luring me in like that. I can't even resist this thing anymore. Like I want to say I'm done, but I still want to hold on to this lifestyle. I still want to party. And I just had to take that leap of faith, man. And through the messages there, through these meetings, Bible meetings, prayer meetings, you hear good words, man. You hear, little Bible studies, and you learn about the word a little bit more and more, and these passages, these scriptures. And one day they did a teaching on salvation, and what it is to be saved. And I left out of that meeting on a Wednesday night. I went back to the dorm, and I said, man, I want to be saved. I'm ready. I said, I'm ready. Like, you sure? I'm like, yeah. We got a dorm monitor. The dorm monitor is the guy in charge of the dorm. So I went to him. I was embarrassed. I was a little shy, scared. I was like, man, I want to be saved. He's like, all right, well, let's do it. I was like, well, what do I got to do? He's like, well, you just got to invite the Lord into your heart. I'm like, well, help me. How do I do that? He's like, well, you just surrender to him. And like, basically, I wanted him to say the prayer for me. Like walk me through this thing, man. Walk me through this thing, because I'm going to screw it up if I do it. But through all that, it's not the prayer that saved me, saying the prayer. No, it was me finally acknowledging the hand of God in my life. Jesus Christ as my Savior. Like, in all that, I finally realized, like, I shouldn't be alive today. I shouldn't be experiencing this feeling that I got right now. This overwhelming goodness that I feel right now. It's crazy. I'm at the lowest point in my life, but somehow I feel the greatest right now,
Literally.
And it's the Spirit, man. The Spirit was just tugging on me.
Dude.
And I surrendered to the Lord. I said, I surrender, God. I invite you into my heart, as my Lord and Savior. And I said the prayer, and I finally acknowledged him as my Savior.
Yeah.
And I truly wanted to get to know him, because I'm seeing all this evidence around me, and it's like, all right, if I got to do this to get to know him, like, I want to be able to pray the way you pray. I want the things that come out of my mouth sound like him over there. And it's like, well, you need Christ in your life, man. You want these things, right? Well, there's a process, man. You've got to want him in your life. Invite him in. He'll do the rest. And I did it. And that was, I would say, like the third month. And through that, like, I'm thinking it's going to be this big aha moment. Like, I'm walking on water and nothing. I woke up the next day and it just felt normal again, and it was like, all right, did I get saved or what?
Yeah.
You know, like I feel the same. You know, I feel the same. I still don't know how to pray. Just things like that. But man, the word started making sense to me. You know, over time, it's a 10-month program. Over time, the word started making sense to me. I was connecting dots, and
It takes time
you know, and
to piece it together.
but just being able to acknowledge God's hand in my life, my entire life.
Mhm.
You know, seeing that what all He's protected me from, what He's kept me alive from,
Mhm.
and to safely deliver me to this place where
Mhm.
where I'm beginning to learn about Him.
Wow.
You know, and build a relationship with Him.
Wow.
You know, have an encounter with Him. I had an encounter with Him, and I was having one weekly, man, through the worship music, like
Through everything.
the tingly feeling, the goosebumps. Somebody share something and it hit me in my heart. Like I feel you, God. You know, it's like, all right. My thinking, you know, just desiring to want to do something different. Yeah, man, it just, I could tell the difference. You
Yeah.
know, I could tell the difference, like what was happening.
Absolutely.
And
So when did you have the first encounter with your family when they came out there?
that would be a few months being in there. She showed up. I'm in church. I would say like the third month. About the third month, I show up. We're in church. It's Sunday. One of my teachers comes and tells me, he's like, "Hey man, you got a visit." I'm like, no, I don't have a visit. He's like, "Yeah, you got a visit." I said, no, nobody's coming to see me, man. You know, there's nobody coming in. It's not for me. He's like, "Buddy, them kids look just like you." I'm like, he's like, "Them girls look just like you." So my heart starts
Oh my
thumping.
word.
I'm like, "What?
Oh my word, dude.
Is it?" Like, no, here's that moment, you know, like, is this real? Like,
No way.
dude, indescribable, man, what was happening.
It's amazing.
Walks me outside around the building, and I see Naomi walking with my daughters towards the building, and I'm watching them for the first time. And I just like collapsed inside, man.
Oh
Like,
my word.
man, like, you brought them out here. Like, I'm in my head, I'm telling God that, like, man, you did that. Like, I was blown away, man. I was broken. You know, I was like, everything flashed before me. Like you're forgiven. I told you, son. Like, this is for you. You are a good dad. You just like, it was wild, man. Like,
Dude. It kind of clicked right there.
yeah. And
It
I
clicked.
knew that, like, Jesus is real, man. Like He's working in my life. He brought them out here.
Wow.
Because I was praying for it. I started praying for it.
Really?
You know, because, you know, they encourage you to pray for you know, your family, pray for the desires of your heart. And you know, me being there watching my fellow brothers get visits from their kids, like, it sparked up a desire to want to be a dad, you know, to want to be around my family again. Like, man, I got kids too. I mean, I don't know nothing about them right now, but man, that'd be cool if I could push one on the swing out here.
Yeah,
you
seriously.
know? And I just like, man, I don't have no clue what they're doing right now, where they're living at, you know, and it was just, it was unreal, man, that feeling, just watching them show up.
I'm sure.
So that was when they showed up.
How often did they visit you after that?
After that, so a little time went by. And you know, the program director at the time, the whole program is you know is the intentions are to bring the family closer together.
Mm-hmm.
You know, first have the man have an encounter
Mm-hmm.
to live for the Lord, want to live for the Lord, and then lead his family in the right direction. You know, if we fix the man who is head of the household, then
The chain reaction.
right. They call it the divine order. You know, the man submits to Christ, and out of that, the wife submits to the husband.
Mm.
And because that process is taking place, the kids will submit to mom and dad only because the husband is submitted to Christ. So
Amazing.
they're all for reconciling the families, and that was they gave her an opportunity to come out and do the family classes, which they give the wives an opportunity to come out because we had kids together. So they asked her, was she interested in these classes, and I believe her first reaction was no. You're wasting your time. I don't want to do this.
She was not receptive at first.
No, not at all.
Wow.
Rightfully so.
Yeah.
And eventually she gave it a chance.
Wow.
And it was nothing I did.
Yep.
Whatever she saw in me, whatever the kids saw in me,
Yep.
when they would come and visit, that was a new creation.
Amazing, dude.
Like God was doing a work in me.
Amazing.
There was nothing I could do or say to convince her to try to do these classes. That was all.
And she saw the change in you, right? She saw that change in you, and
yeah, I would imagine. Although we didn't talk much in the beginning, no, she came, brought the kids, and that was that. But I don't know what made her.
Wow.
Give it a chance, give it a try. The Lord.
Yes.
The Lord.
Ultimately, yes, that's it.
He did that, and we got to do these classes on the weekend. She would come stay the weekend. There's hotel rooms where she would stay with the girls, and I would stay in the dorm, because we weren't married.
Yep.
But we had kids together, and the end goal was, would she give me another chance? If and it was, she did. She gave me another chance. So we went through these classes, and the end goal was to get married. So by the 10th month, we got married.
By the 10th month.
By the 10th month, I was married.
No way, dude.
Dude, I'm telling you, like
the
it
10th
happened
month.
that fast.
Amazing.
Dude, it happened so fast. But understanding that for me to be back with my family, it was a whole lifestyle change. It was a commitment.
Yes.
First and foremost, a commitment to the Lord.
Yep.
That I will take care of his daughter, my wife, and the children that he blessed me with. That's a commitment the vows that I made. And here we are, 10th month, right? Seems like I just got here yesterday.
Yeah, I bet it flies.
And it's like, man, well, I'm all in. Like, is this what my life's supposed to be? It was a leap of faith. It was a leap of faith, and we ended up getting married.
Dude.
We got married. Through all that dysfunction, forgiveness took place. She forgave me over the things that I've done. We walked through, specific events in our past that, were traumatic, that I've done, that she was willing to forgive me for and give me another chance, and to taking responsibility of these things, owning them.
You owned all of it.
Yeah. That's what I was. That was I was being trained for.
Yeah, that's the goal,
Yeah.
right?
Through this little duty that I missed, standing up, taking responsibility for that little thing, I was able to see how my whole life I've never taken responsibility for anything. And the only way to reconcile back with something is to take responsibility for it.
1,000%.
You know, for me to be
1,000%.
reconciled back with Christ, I needed to take responsibility for my sin.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this place showed me that, like, man, I've been living in sin this entire time.
Wow.
And that's what kept me separated from God.
Yes.
But if I own this sin and repent from it, God, here it is. This is who I've been. I don't want to be this anymore. Here it is. I turn away from this.
Mm-hmm.
Help me, walk with me. I want to change.
Yeah.
And that's like the whole program in a nutshell.
Yes. That sounds like it.
It's repentance of sins, habits, and attitudes that you repent of.
What was your favorite job when you were there? Favorite responsibility or job, either one.
Well, I mowed the grass out there in the program.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Yeah, I did that. I enjoyed doing that, you know, trimming trees, stuff like that.
What was the pallets like?
Pallets is good too. You know,
It's a grind.
It's a grind.
Yeah.
You're building pallets.
Repetitive.
Repetitive. With
5 a nail gun.
Nail gun.
Man.
Yeah, but time goes by pretty quick.
Oh, I bet it does.
Steady. You're busy.
I bet it does.
And
so that 10 months flies by.
flies by.
Wow.
Let me say that again. Sometimes it'll fly by.
Sometimes it'll drag a little bit.
It's really the days. The days go by slow, but the weeks go by fast. If that makes sense.
Yes, that does.
Next thing you know,
sure.
you're in the next month.
Yeah.
It's like, man.
Like you're probably in the beginning. You're like, man, when is this day ever gonna end, bro?
Yeah.
10 months.
Yeah.
We're not gonna get to 10 months.
It's exactly right.
And you're like, dude, this day is dragging on, bro. And then
Yeah.
next thing you know, you're getting married.
Yeah. And
10 months down the road.
getting married. I got married, and it's like, all right, I'm graduating in 3 weeks. We
Wow.
don't live together. We got married. I'm still in the program.
Yep.
We're married, and now it's like I'm ready to step out. You know, she's my wife. We're married. We can live together now.
Mm-hmm.
That way, we're not living in sin. You know,
Mm-hmm.
being together like that.
Yep.
So we're married. We're right in the eyes of God.
Mhm.
And then this opportunity comes up to stay for more help. Basically, it's called family development.
Mhm.
You know, to develop my family. Like, I'd not live with her or my kids sober ever.
This is all new.
All new. And it was challenging. You know,
Was it?
For a whole year. They assign you mentors,
Uh-huh.
you know, to work through the struggles that you're going to have. You know, first 3 months go by. It's great. It's exciting.
Yep.
But, you know, the newness wears off. And then, like, now all these things come back up, you know. And they really help you out and
To get through that.
and walking through these things, you know, prepping you, you know, for you know what a marriage is like, man. It's not gonna be perfect. It's
No, they're not. I mean, nothing.
It's
Nothing is. No,
right.
no marriage is.
no, but it's to be sanctified, man. You know, to work through the problems, to be forgiving. You know, the man that died to himself, you know, to serve his wife, to serve his children, to take the brunt of the family, you know, take responsibility for your family, you know, to.
What was one, like, give me one marriage, like, piece of advice that they gave you that really stuck, was like one that stuck the most, that helped your marriage the most? I know there's a lot and it's more than just one question, but what is the biggest thing?
The biggest thing would be is me taking responsibility first. You know, me recognizing that whatever my wife's going through, I'm responsible for her, and it's on me, you know, to humble up and make this right.
Yep.
You know, if she's mad, I've offended her. You know, and to serve her, you know, like I'm here to serve my family, whatever that looks like, you know,
Mm-hmm.
serve my family,
It makes sense.
be forgiven,
Mhm.
you know, die to myself. You know, it's not about me anymore. It's about, you know, loving my wife, whatever that looks like, you know. So
That's awesome, bro.
it was a challenge, and
How long did you guys stay
we worked through that.
through that period when the family development period? How
It's
long
a
is
year.
that?
It's
Oh, another year.
Yeah, it's another year.
So you're a year and 10 months in at the end of that program at
Yep.
Dunklin.
Yep.
And then after you got through that program, what happened?
Then the doors open to train. It's more help, but it's also training to be in the classrooms and you know, to be a staff member. You know, you go through the training, which is 2 more years after that, and you know, I took it year by year, and the door opened up for that, and I you know, I needed more help, but also, you know, I desired to want to give back what was given to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like this thing really worked. It changed my life. Like somebody's got to hear this story. You know, there's guys
Absolutely.
walking in that door every day who are hopeless, who don't think that it'll ever work, and they can't tell me that because I'm proof that it works, man. I thought just like you when I got here.
Mm-hmm.
I sat in that very chair that you're sitting in.
Mm-hmm.
I got those same letters you're getting.
Yeah.
You know, that she's done. She don't want anything to do with you. Like, that's nothing, man.
Yeah.
Surrender. Give your life to Christ. Watch what he'll do.
And look how your testimony benefits them, right?
Yeah.
You've been there.
I've been there. Just like the guys who were telling me this, they've been there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just a cycle of giving back. You go through the program, God touches your life. He changes your life dramatically.
Yep.
Like, because I went through the program, I was inspired by the men around me, Christian men with character and integrity. I wanted something that they had.
Hmm.
You know, I wanted that. Well, it's easy, you know. Give your life to Christ, follow his ways. I mean, it's easy to say it, right? But
Yeah, on paper, right?
yeah.
Implementing it takes
Right.
time
Yeah. So,
and diligence.
and in doing that, you know, it's like I wanted that. I did that. And now these guys they see that, you know, the guys that come through the doors, I work with them every day. And
You love your job?
yeah, I do.
It's awesome, bro.
I do because, you know, we give hope, man.
Dude, seriously.
We give hope. And
Just thinking back to the very beginning of your story to where you are right now, dude, that's amazing.
yeah, it is blown away. And, you know, the thing is that I don't come from this lifestyle. Being a Christian, didn't want anything to do with it. But through my crisis, like, God was working in that, and he delivered me to this place where he loved on me through his people. He loved on me till I surrendered, man, and said, "You're real.
Yeah.
I acknowledge you. I give up. I surrender." In that, you know, I got married, but my wife also surrendered, gave her life to the Lord. She knows who Christ is, you know. My children do. I've got 4 daughters. I've got a 19-year-old who got saved there at the ministry on youth camp. I've got a 15-year-old, did the same thing, got saved through the ministry there. Mia, Mia's 10 years old.
Huh.
She knows who the Lord is, you know, and it's all because of what he's done in my life, you know. Like it's crazy that he used the crisis, my addiction, to give me this life that I have today.
Absolutely.
You know, and that's what he does, man. He gets the broken, the most unfixable thing, and he uses it for his glory, man, to show the people around you that yeah, I did that, you know.
Yeah,
like God says I did that.
What you think is impossible,
Right.
he uses it for
Yeah,
good.
like I was a mess, a disaster, and God said, I want you just like that.
Yeah,
I'm about to do something in your life that you have no idea.
in a big way.
Yep.
In a big way.
Yep. Remember, I came there because I had nowhere to go and I was going to die.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I went there. But he had different plans.
For sure.
Today I work there. My kids live with me, you know, and life is good, man. I help out
Amazing.
with all the guys that come in.
Encourage them.
Encourage them.
You got an amazing story, bro.
Love on them, pray for them, you know, and that's
Saving them one at a time, right?
the best that we can.
That's it, man.
Yeah. Just pointing them to Christ,
Yes.
you know, letting them know, because the Spirit runs the camp.
Mhm.
You know, Spirit led everything is prayed over. You know, God is head of that campus. You know,
Dude.
and that's why it works, because he's alive and active there.
Absolutely. So you guys, you're going to be there for the foreseeable future, with you and your family.
I believe so.
Nice.
Until he tells me otherwise.
Yeah.
He's planted me there. You know, my relationships are there.
Hmm.
Yep. He's doing good things in my life, man.
Nice, dude.
He's doing a good work in me. He's chose that place to do it. Not just me, but my family. So
It's an amazing, amazing 180 that you took.
yeah.
Amazing. It blew us all away at Bible study when I heard that story.
Yeah.
That's why I knew I wanted to get you on. And I know it's going to impact somebody listening to this. We loved it. I know.
I pray it
dude, I
does.
know we loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I appreciate you having me.
Dude,
You know.
I appreciate you coming out, and I'm going to have better chairs next time, and I'm going to turn the sprinklers off.
Hey,
It's all good.
if we got to do it again, we'll do it again.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. We will do it again. Oh, another thing is, I always ask people who come on here to give me a guest or give me a suggestion. Someone that you know in your life that would be a good guest for the show. You got anybody on your mind?
To give you a guest.
Yeah, a guest that would do this, that has a good testimony or interesting story.
Yeah, I do. I've got a few.
Do you?
I've got a few, but off the top of my head, to give you a name right now, put them on the spot.
Yeah. You think they would do it?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Well, you might be able to encourage him.
Yeah.
It wasn't so bad, right?
No.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I did too, man.
Yeah.
It's good talking.
Thank you for being vulnerable.
Anytime.
Thank you for being vulnerable and being a good example. And
Thank you.
yeah, I'm looking forward to having you on again.
As awkward as it is and uncomfortable,
Uh-huh.
you know, I gotta remember that what Christ did in my life, I have to share about it, regardless of how I sound, how I think I look. You know, everyone needs to know that Christ will transform your life. You know, and all you have to do is get to the spot where you say, I'm done. I surrender. You have to know that he's going to do incredible things in your life that you couldn't even imagine. You know, and I'm here to tell you that it's true. It will happen if you let him. If you let him.
Dude, amazing.
Yeah.
That's the thing that you got to let him.
Let him have his way.
There you go. All right, brother.
All right.
Love you, brother.
Love you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do it again.
Sure will.
Thank you for listening to this episode of The Dash in the Middle, and thank you to Mr. Eric Suarez for coming on the podcast, being vulnerable with us, and sharing his testimony. I know that this will positively impact a bunch of people out there. If you're enjoying the show, please leave us a review on Apple and Spotify. You can leave us up to a 5-star review. Give us a guest that you'd like to see on the show, and we'll see you in the next episode.